All right. Good enough. Let's close this. Hopefully this still works. Does this still work? Hopefully. Gems, work with me. Yo! Adriel, sup? Francisco, Bruce, we got everyone in here. Honestly trying to get the bot to work right now. Is it working? Okay, the stream is working, but this bot that I'm trying to get to work seems like it's always one or the other. It's never seems like I can never get one or the other to work. Oh well, figure it out next stream. If I turn it on and back off, let's try that. How are you guys doing today? How'd you guys do on the drop? Dude, honestly, the prices are, I don't want to say are necessarily surprising me. The ultra rare is surprising me right now. I did say that the common would probably go for 60-ish. Uncommon would go for 100. Rare would probably go for around 100 too. And then I said the ultra would probably go for like 150 to maybe 200 if people really wanted like the set. But it's clearly it's gone beyond that. I definitely think that 8.5% fee and just not a lot of bots definitely helped it a lot. I think both of those things helped. All right, I have to restart this and see if this works. I thought the common would go for more. It will. Just give it time, James Robertson. Honestly, I do think it'll go up. They're pumping a lot. Howdy. I don't know why every time someone says howdy, I always have to do it like howdy. How you doing there? Got 3, 1. Got 3, 1 of each. What? 3 of each except the UR. Okay. But I got it. Nice. It feels good to see something pumping, even if it's temporary. Yeah. You are surprising. Love the UC. Picked up a 3-digit mint. Nice, dude. I got a 2000 something, so it's a relatively low mint, but dude, I had a friend that told me the exact same thing. He's like, dude, I had a UR and I sold it way too early. I'm like, dude, to be honest, I probably would have done the same. Sorry if you guys saw my dog back there. No, it's my roommate's dog. It's not my dog, but Biscuit, come here. Biscuit. Biscuit. Ah, she's not feeling it right now. She'll come back. Yeah, I would have done the exact same thing, so don't feel bad or like what I would have done the exact same thing, just taking the quick profit. There she is. She's just looking at me like I farted. Hey. She's concerned. I think she knows I'm gonna grab her. Alright. Gotta pretend like I'm not paying attention. I have to pretend like I'm not paying attention so she'll grab it. She knows I was going for it. If you guys are curious, you can see the shadow. It's a pug. The pug. Got the UR on drop and glad I didn't sell it right at the market because it's going bonkers. It's the coolest looking Batman NFT on the app. I don't know about that. The ultra rare, I don't know about that. Super dad bod. It does look like Grandpa Batman, even though it's Grandpa. I guess that's his last name, but it's what am I looking for? Here, pull up the app that will let you guys see what the hell I'm doing. There's just no way. Also, I feel like I need to update that thing on the right side, or My left, your right, I guess. I guess I'll scoot over here. Because, actually, I could just close this. Kind of don't need this anymore. I feel like people aren't able to. That's not it. Is this it? Yeah, that's it. We'll scoot this over. That's better. Shrink this down. Cool, that works. I do not think it looks the best, to be quite honest. I think the common or the uncommon looks the best. This one, this looks like Grandpa Batman, just straight up. It just, in my personal opinion. Scored a mint 48 on drop. Nice. I know I just kind of jumped in. I got a common 89 and sold it for 500. I think it was a good move. I think so. It's hard to tell with this market, or at least like how well these will do. Like how do you say this looks the best? This looks straight up like Grandpa Batman, I will say. As someone said that, like, it looks like there's a Batman face on his crotch or something like that. I don't know if it's this one. I guess it's like two eyes in the nose or something. Someone said that there's like another Batman, there's like a smiley face or a crotch or something like that on, at least on Batman's crotch. I have no idea what people are talking about. Yeah, dude, this thing is really running away. Holy crap, I really should have gone for the ultra rare then, because I had enough money for the ultra rare to play on drop, and I feel like I would have gotten it. Yeah, see, the commons are moving. They're just going to take a bit longer because there's literally, what was it, 16,000, 17,000 mints. So it's just going to take a bit longer. See, there's the dad bod Batman. And this is grandpa bod Batman. This one looks kind of cool too. I will say, it looks pretty intriguing. Sometimes you gotta lock in those gains. Yeah, it's fine. It is what it is. AL Vibes got an uncommon on drop and common on rebound. I wish I went for the UR. I feel like I could have gotten it, but I psyched myself out. Picked up the rare for a couple of box though. Nice. I didn't really want to chase these too much in like the secondary market. So. Oh, there she is. I got her. This is Biscuit. Hi, Biscuit. You see? This is Biscuit, my roommate's dog. Hi. Looking around. Her name is Biscuit. She's doing all right. I'm watching her over the weekend while my roommate's out of town, but she's been doing all right. She'll take naps during the day, wake me up at 2 or 3 a.m. and all that fun stuff. So other than that, it's not too bad. But yeah, I didn't want to chase any of these in the secondary market too much. Honestly, I felt like these were going to perform a bit better than what people thought, but not this well, to be quite honest. So I still think the rare and the uncommon could eventually shoot up to like 100, but the ultra rare is way beyond my thoughts or expectations. Usually, I think I'm gonna start doing my price predictions based on like maybe 12 or 24 hours after the drop, because price predictions, it's like, what are we talking here? An hour after the drop, 6 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours, because all that stuff changes. And honestly, it's also one of those things where if we didn't know there was a Coke drop tomorrow and like they announced something big today, like all the prices would drop, right? So that's why price predictions are so hard. It's just like if there's another announcement that happens, or even today, I do think what helped out the price a ton was that the market didn't open immediately after 30 minutes, right? Remember, the market was closed. There's some weird stuff going on. So all the listings are staggered. It's not like people are just annihilating the market by just spamming a bunch of listings, 30 minutes after the drop, right? So actually, I do think the delayed market actually helped the pricing a bit because everything was staggered. And you didn't have literally everyone listing the same hour. It's kind of been spread out. Do you think the rare will do better mid long term or the uncommon for today's drop? It's hard to say. I think just rarity wise, the rare is pretty good. Just like mint wise, it looks nice too. Like I said, we were looking at it. I like the look of it. I think the uncommon might do slightly better just because there's quite a few mints, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of like an OG one. Like a lot of people that were on Veve early know that sliding Batman. What's it called? Crotch shot. People are calling that crotch shot Batman. This one. See if I can find it by just refreshing, hopefully. Yeah, this one's crotch shot Batman, which I love the name. It's a great looking one. I got a comment, 323, nice. I have 2 low UR, but I feel like the uncommon, 2 low UR, but I like the uncommon the most. Same here. It's crotch shot Batman. Also, you can kind of like turn it into a kick or whatever, but yeah, crotch shot. Because, I mean, if you just zoom in, I mean, let's go. I'll just leave it there for you guys. Uncommon gang. I was doing recur and Veve at the same time and scored on both. Nice, dude. I haven't gotten on recur at all, to be honest. I may or may not entirely sure, but dude, what is this? Batman's got no cakes. Those are flat. That angle helps a bit, but dude, he got, I thought he would have some hams. What vibes did you flip out of your black and white drop today? No, I mean, it just wasn't good enough price. So I still have my uncommon and my common, and that's it. I could have bought more, but I just stopped. I'm like, do I want another common? I'm like, whatever. What I should have done is played a rebound for an ultra rare instead of a common, because I only had like 130 gems on my account, so I could have gotten. Actually, no, I couldn't have gotten an ultra rare and an uncommon. So yeah, I probably should have went for the ultra rare. I don't know why I didn't, to be quite honest, but. Mint 48 on drop, that's amazing, Waffle. Did you end up selling it, or are you holding it long term? HRO, I got a Constitution 2 specialized ship with Starfleet upgrade. What about you? That's sick. I am a big Trekkie fan, like, don't get me wrong, but it just seemed like the barrier to entry to that one was what, like, did you need the recur pass? Like, did you have to pay like what, $300+ for the recur pass, and then $250 for the NFT drop itself? Like, I don't know, like, if I'm gonna throw $550 at an NFT platform, to be honest, I'd put it in recur, just buy physical packs and or the digital ones. Like, I'd rather do that personally. That's the AARP Batman. Yeah, I love the Jim Lee common. Is this making you guys uncomfortable yet that it zoomed in that close? I love the Jim Lee common. Added a bunch of lower mints close to and at floor. Nice. Yeah, it's the one with the flashlight. Yeah, it's the one with the flashlight is the nose. Ah, okay. The pockets are the eyes. Gotcha. Do you think this UR is a sell? I feel like the price will go down. To be honest, Grandpa looks way better. I love the rare. Rare does look interesting. It kind of reminds me, kind of looks like a, I don't know what else words to describe it, but it kind of reminds me of like a metal ninja. Weird looking. I thought the perfect term to describe it, which is, I don't know if you guys ever played like fantasy games or Dungeons and Dragons or anything like that, but this, like, if this was a person, it looks like a wyvern. It's like a wyvern is kind of like a it's not necessarily a dragon, it's like a sibling to a dragon necessarily. Let me see images. They tend to have more spikes and like serrated edges and like kind of crazy looking stuff over like your typical dragon. Kind of like this. Oof, that's not a good picture. I'm like really geeking out right now. So there's either that or they're like baby dragons. It depends on which thing you're kind of talking about. I don't know. I'm just going to pull it up here so you guys can see. Also, I forgot that this is on Firefox and not Google Chrome, so it might be difficult. I'll do it in a sec. We'll click this. It's not it. This is weird. It's not even giving me the option to. All right, there it goes. I'm like, what the hell? Kind of look like this. Oof, that's a harsh picture. I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe, but they're like, They're kind of like dragons, but they're typically younger. They typically have like a spiked tail, kind of like this on the end, and like a scorpion stinger at the end. Sometimes, not always, but it just depends. So one thing I did forget to do, I meant to pull it up, all the tweets for the from Veve. So I was gonna go over the Coca-Cola as well as the stamp drop here. I was really considering making it into a video, but honestly, I was just way too tired today. AKA, I was out by the pool drinking for 2.5 hours, and not drinking the entire time, but I was at the pool for like 2 hours. So, Veve. So I got a nice little tan going on. Got to get my tan now before the like real summer hits, you know. Gems, dude, I'm trying to get the bot to work, so notifications show up now. So anytime someone, which is nice. So anytime someone subscribes, donates, becomes a member, all that fun stuff, the notification shows up, but now the bot doesn't work. So like it seems like it's always one or the other, which is that. So, but I did add a new emote today, or just the other day. I don't know if you guys can see that, but we got it's kind of hard to see. I might change it out, but it is the Captain America egg from, what's that comic called? Not Brand Ech comic, that weird one, that meme one that came out April 1st. And this is the, ooh, that's something completely different. Forgot to turn this on. And that is those are like the Captain America eggs on the ultra rare cover, which I always thought was hilarious. Let's see. No way, these are pumping. Veve has restricted the listings with whole market down. Once listings increase, this will go below retail, at least common and uncommon. Veve has restricted the listings with whole market down. What do you mean restricted listings? Like, are people just not able to like post their stuff right now? Is that what's going on? Hey, yo, Biscuit, what up? She's just sleeping now. She's just sleeping on the bed. My opinion, these are all sell because they are not FAs. I sold because I know people are going to go back to the same argument that these collectibles are not FA and they will drop in price. Possibly. That's why the only credit I actually gave to, and if you guys didn't, I'm sure all of you guys know this. Every other content creator has talked about it. But this is why I think the uncommon was going to do the best initially, like gem for gem. Right now, the case, that award goes to the ultra rare. But I'm sure you guys already knew this. Damn, I didn't mean to click that one. This was like an advertisement, and or this was part of the loading screen and like an advertisement thing that Veve would put up a lot. So this Batman has been technically part of Veve for a long time. But it wasn't until today they basically released it on the platform, right? So I do think some Veve OGs would like the uncommon Batman, the crotch shot one. So I might just keep mine. It's a relatively like low mint, but I will sell probably the common the second it becomes profitable, just to kind of get rid of it. I don't know. I do have enough gems to play the Coca-Cola and stamp drop, but beyond that, if there's anything else big that's announced, I'm kind of out of luck. At least for me. So give me a sec here. I did want to, like I said, pull up both of those Medium articles for Coca-Cola, as well as take me out to the ball game. We'll do ball game first because that's first in the morning. LMAO. What did I just turn on? The stream has turned into a Joel Schumacher Batman movie. Reeker drop is still not sold out, still over 12K available. I thought there was only like, I heard that there was only like 6,000 available, like total, like even before the drop, or like 3,000 or something. I might be wrong. If you could be a Batman villain, who would you be? I know Dina wants to be Mr. Freeze. The community wants to know. I almost was Bane one year, like the movie Bane. I was gonna get the mask and everything and wear the big kind of like fur-lined coat with the dark brown. I was gonna walk around holding my my vest like this. I was bored of the darkness. That's what I was gonna wear one year, but so probably Bane. That'd be sick. UR's going up. A dragon with no 2 feet, 2 feet instead of 4. That's what it is. So that's the main difference. So because there are different types of like dragons, but like wyverns technically don't have two front legs. They have two hind legs and wings, and that's it. Dragons have four legs, or four legs, I guess, and then also two wings. But that even changes based on different fantasies, right? So some of them, dragons might have the wings and don't, or whatever. But glad I got the UR on drop today. Yeah, that's a good call, Palister. I'm kind of upset with myself. I didn't go with the UR, but yeah, it's up to 270 right now. It doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon. Wyvern is a wingaling dragon. Typically, dragons have four legs and wings, while a wyvern wings are fused as the arm. Yes. I think the bots are finally starting to get caught and shut down. Yeah, I mean, they're getting caught and shut down. I think they can make new accounts, but at this point, because you can't transfer gems and you can't transfer NFTs, you have to essentially start a new account, put in 5 gems, and then buy something from one of your main accounts that has all the NFTs and stuff, right? And then you have to snipe it, or maybe it's a comic, so you list it, you grab it back, whatever it is. So too many paper hands for the UR to pump. I mean, it was at 170 a couple hours ago. Now it's at 270. So I'm not saying it's gonna like run away forever, right? It might top off. I do think once it hits to like 280, it could start slowing down, but who knows? Some people are trying to complete this set. This was a relatively inexpensive set to complete. If the Coke wasn't sugar-free, I would want that the most. It tastes so good. Yeah. Hey Vibes, what do you do for a living? Right now, I just work for myself, independent contracting and stuff, and doing this. Probably should do it more often, full-time-ish, but the money does help. So on the fence of whether or not I want to look for another job. So I'll say CIA is the best Batman villain. Super underrated, waiting on his NFT. CIA, is that a villain? CIA villain Batman. Bill Wilson. Am I getting this right? CIA villain Batman. Is that what you mean? Your new job is hunting HRO packs. Basically, yeah, more or less. It's my new job. See, if I would have just bought 10 of those digital packs, I could have made 8 grand out of $500. That's pretty good. I don't see a villain that says Batman or like Batman villain. See, all I see is this guy named Bill Wilson and Batman Wiki, and that's it. Let's see, Slade Wilson, Batman movie, Bane. Hit up some stores today. Not really today. I might check later tonight while I'm out doing some other stuff. But I did check yesterday. I went to like 7 stores. None of them had them. You had it right. It's a meme. Okay. I'm like, what? But what I used to do for work is I used to work, I did a lot of sales for like 5.5 years. We found 4 more today. So, same store. Is it a different store? Were they the same packs? What time of day did you go? Like, I have a lot of questions. I know it's different, but I heard like nobody in the West Coast are getting packs. That's the last I heard. Like, I was looking on the Discord for HRO, and like nobody on the West Coast was getting packs. It was like everyone in like the Midwest and like East Coast, and that was it. Like nobody in the West Coast was getting them. That's awesome, dude. Some free money. Cool. Let's go. I will tweet you in a second. Different store, 4 p.m. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of the end. That's kind of like the very last shift of those MJ Holdings guys, it seems like. You going for the soda tomorrow? I'm not sure, to be quite honest. I do think there was a lot of hype around the I do think there was a lot of hype around the Batman stuff, so it might be a game time decision. I mean, I have just enough gems for both, but I just feel like if I end up with a certain Coke once, like I'm just gonna get burned. When it thinks that what was it? I think the snow globes were like 13 gems each. Yeah, these ones are 40 and it's just a Coca-Cola can. So that part I'm kind of confused about. Plus they also increased their fees up to 8.5% as well, so. USPS, all the USPS stamps are still 4.5%, so there is that. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into it. So I'm also gonna record this as well. So this little short snippet of me talking about the stamp as well as the Coca-Cola can will be on YouTube. But you guys can keep asking questions. Just treat this like a normal stream. So don't like feel like you have to be quiet or not say anything while I'm talking about it. So it's just a short recorded segment. No different than like if you guys have been in Dino streams where he like records himself talking and he like puts it up as a video. He'll occasionally do that. Seems like Biscuit is enjoying life, so that's good. Cool, so here it is. All right, so today we're going to be talking about the USPS drop. Of course, it gives me a hard refresh right when I open it up. So back to the stamp drop. So this one's interesting for two reasons. First off, take me out to the ball game. I've never really been a huge baseball fan, to be honest, even though I grew up in the US. It's super fun going into the games, but I would rather sit on a cactus than actually watch the games on TV, right? That's why everyone has to get obliterated when they go to baseball games and like just eat foot-long hot dogs to like try and make it entertaining. Anyway, I'm not gonna play this. This has the take me out to the ball game theme. So this isn't animated at all for the most part. So this is the typical 6 gems to play on drop. It's almost like impossible to basically lose money, I will say. Not financial advice, not 100% certain, right? But like if you play stamps, like you're always like basically guaranteed to get money, right? Especially a 1-of-1 set like this. I will say the mints being super low, 7,123. That is quite low for the set. I'm not sure how much the other ones had, but they were definitely not this low, and especially like a 1-of-1 set. I did hear like the other stamps of this like actual real life set actually had like Jackie Robinson and a few other things as well, but they just had to stick to some like generic looking guy, probably for like licensing deals or whatever it is. So Coca-Cola will be animated, so that's awesome. Hi, do you think I should swap the rare for the uncommon given the currently more or less the same price? I don't know. It's currently swap the rare for the uncommon. I probably wouldn't. I want to trade one for the other. I just tagged you in a video where I found them. All right, cool. I played baseball for a year. I hated every minute of it. Yeah, I played baseball for like 5 years in middle school. I hated it. I'd rather play basketball and football. Don't care about baseball, but that's a great looking stamp. It is a cool looking stamp. It's definitely has that like vintage look, which I like. This seems like the stamps that like stamp collectors would like personally. I think. Do we have them on the platform yet? Probably not, but I think this would be a fantastic grab. I do think these could go up in price quite a bit because it's a 1-of-1 set and it's a stamp. So price predictions for this, it is a first edition, so that's interesting. Series Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Anything else kind of interesting about this? Not really. The 100th anniversary, okay. Released in 2008. Okay. Price prediction for this? Oof, I'm not sure, to be quite honest. If I had to just throw a speculative number out there, because it's a 1-of-1 set, some people might want to grab this. If it's like, even if it's below like 60 or 70 gems, I think some people might want to grab this. So I'm gonna just throw a number out there and say it's probably gonna go for like 80. Probably 70 to 80 if I had to give like a price range towards it, because once it gets to 50, like a 1-of-1 sets, people are going to grab that instantly. 70 to 80, some people might be a bit more hesitant. I'm not sure if this is going to go over 100, but then again, the mints are pretty low. I'm gonna say 90 to 100. Again, I'm just throwing numbers out there. What do you guys think? I'm your friendly neighborhood HRO scalper. Nice. How much MCP for the stamp? I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. I didn't look that up ahead of time. I'm sure somebody knows, but it's a 1-of-1 set, so I think it gets a small bonus for completing the set. I think it's only 1 point, so I'm not entirely sure. I'd probably have to look that up. Not right now while I'm doing the recording, so I believe, and it's also a real stamp too. So yeah, I think 90 to 100, I think is pretty fair, because we also do have the Coca-Cola drop afterward. And we don't have any significant drops happening on Monday, so it could even go higher than that. So that's my price prediction for that one. And now for the Coca-Cola one. This one's actually going to be kind of tough. So I love the look of the can. Like, it looks super cool. That's totally up my alley. Like, I love space stuff. I love the colors. I love those colors of like light purple, pink, red, like all that stuff, like orange, all that. Like, I love that. There's a whole story behind it, which is pretty interesting. You guys can read that. I'll put all that stuff like in the description and stuff. It is a blind box format, which everyone loves. That was another thing I forgot to mention, is the stamp isn't blind box, obviously. If it's a single drop, it's your typical, you just spam click, you know, you do a line gate, right? This is the animated, this is the common. So I don't think we ever had a animated common before on the app. If we do, let me know. 20 to 30, the glider poster set is like 35. Yeah. 60 gems for the stamp. Yeah, that's what I was initially thinking, like 70 to 80. I think it'll go for 70 to 80 or 90 to 100. I don't know. I'm real salty that I landed the UR Grandpa Batman and it froze on checkout. Typical VV, and now it's pumping. Yeah, it happens, dude. That's what someone did ask about that in the last AMA, is like, why is it freeze and stuff like that. I had the same issue on my other phone. I used 2 phones for drops, and one of my phones kept on saying this NFT is currently out of editions, or like all editions have been delivered, but I could keep buying it on my main phone. So like, I don't know why one phone is kind of like soft locked out of like buying anything, but my main phone could just keep buying them over and over and over. And we were both on the uncommon. So it's like, I could repeatedly buy it on my one phone, but on the other phone I couldn't. So uncommon for the Coca-Cola looks the coolest to me. Hey Vibes in chat. Maybe 40 people want gems for the drop Coke. Vibes, what's up? What's going on? We're just doing a short recording just talking about the Coca-Cola drop. So moving on, that's the common. So that has that's 40 gems, basically 15,000 editions. Brand Starlight animated. No idea how this is going to be animated. Maybe the what's it called, the Coca-Cola tab opens and like maybe some Coke flies out and that's it. Or maybe it just spins. I'm noticing these like this like wind towards here at the bottom. Maybe it just kind of just spins in place, whether it's slow or fast. Maybe you can like spin it, like do a turntable thing with the Coke. Who knows? I think that one's pretty cool. I didn't like the uncommon, but I kind of agree with LMB Bads. I think the uncommon looks interesting. It's just like a globule of Coke. Almost like you're in low gravity, right? Like imagine you poured it and there's like a globule that's just kind of stuck together in low gravity. That's pretty much what this is. So it says Starlight Orb, and it's just full of this, what is it? 0 sugar? Kind of soft drink without sugar, right? Me with my sugar-free rock star here. 40 gems as well, 12,000 editions. These are all first edition, same stuff. I really like the look of this. I'm gonna do my price prediction at like the very end. I think it looks cool. Animated, not sure how. I think it would be cool if it just did a little wibbly wobbly timey-wimey stuff and kind of just like floated around or something like that, or maybe like splits into 2 and it kind of like comes back together. I think that would be really cool. Starlight. So this one just looks like a burnt graham cracker, or one of the other content creators said it looks like someone just put a stamp inside just like frozen poo. And that's basically what this looks like. I agree. I do not like the look of this at all. It's hard to read. Maybe it's just the typical Veve thing where like they get the wrong assets or like the wrong 3D rendering to like promote it. So maybe it looks infinitely better than this. This is almost the definition of like diamonds in a turd, right? It's like, it looks like just dirt and there's like little diamonds on it or whatever, but it's animated, so I'm assuming it just spins around or it does something. I'm not exactly. Looks like mushed meat. Exactly, it just looks like mushed meat to me. This is the one I think is probably going to do the worst in my honest opinion. I mean, the other ones might not do as well, just strictly off of mint number or editions. First edition, rare, all that stuff. This one looks really cool. Is this how they used to seal Cokes like way back in the day? I'm not sure why this is the thing, or is this specifically for those like astronaut people that drank it out in space? I'm not entirely sure. It says 1985 Coca-Cola space can. So I think this is the actual space can they use to like open it or like maybe preserve it. Not entirely sure. Since it was the first soft drink consumed in space, you may say Coca-Cola is no stranger to exploration and adventure. Astronauts aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger enjoy the Coke by sipping a specially designed Coca-Cola space can while in orbit. Thankfully, there's no need to suit up and trade for 0 gravity to win this prize. All cheeky. Grab yours before it floats away. This is the ultra rare 3000 editions, 40 gems. First edition. I like this. I mean, this one looks fine. It's definitely unique. It has a story behind it. I like NFTs that actually have a story behind it, right? This is the first one that was ever like drank in space. I think Coke lovers are gonna like it. Do I think there's gonna be like Coke fanatics en masse like flocking to Veve to buy speculative NFTs? Probably not, but it is a cool looking Coke. So its price predictions, it's so hard to tell with these. Like, I would say like these are really low, but then again, like Batman had a good resurgence, and I do think as more Coca-Cola stuff comes out, I do think Coca-Cola will do better, like across the board in general. So for the common, and it is this one actually, this is another thing I didn't want to overlook. They actually upped the fees as well. So these used to be a 2.5% fee, base fee, just like everything else before. But now going forward, these have that additional 6%. So the snow globes were 2.5%. These are going to be 8.5%. Going on for release for all Coca-Cola stuff, and so pretty much now and forever, or at least till the notable future, Coca-Cola is going to be 8.5%. So I do think that actually helps out the pricing, because it's just going to incentivize less flippers. People are going to want to hold it a bit longer. So this one, and I'm basing this like 12 to 24 hours after the drop, not like 30 minutes after the drop and like, lol, this is going for 25 gems. Like, I'm talking a little bit later, right? So I'd probably say, if we're talking like 12 to 24 hours, I'd say 45, like 40 to 45. This is probably going to go for box price, but I do think it'll steadily go up over time. This one will probably go for like 55 to 60. This will probably also go for 55 to 60 because it's just a burnt graham cracker. It's minced meat. It's a doo-doo cracker. I don't like it. And then this one, I think this one could actually go for quite a bit just because the mints are so low and it is such a unique looking one. I think this one, and for 40 gems, I do think this one could probably go for like 150 to 200. I'm not sure if it's going to do as well as Grandpa Batman, but it could get up there. I think it can go for 150 to 200. I think it'd hit that high. I don't think it's better than the black and white series Grandpa one, but for now, I think that's pretty much my price prediction. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna be going both for drop. I mean, this is gonna be a game time decision. The Coca-Cola one, to be quite honest, I'm definitely gonna go for the stamp. There's no reason why you shouldn't go for the stamp. I think it's gonna do fantastic in the secondary market, just like all the other stamps. Coca-Cola, I feel like you might be a little bit upset if you get the common or the burnt graham cracker, but it is what it is. I mean, it's gonna be profitable in my eyes, so over the long term. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Talk to you guys later. Make sure to double and triple check all of your listings so you don't screw yourself over, and I'll talk to you next time. That was the end of the video, guys. So I was just like making a video inside of a stream. Isn't that interesting how technology works? So let me catch up with chat. Sorry, I was kind of getting distracted. I think I did do this kind of video last time for another drop or another. Yeah, it was another drop. Basically, I was doing a live stream while doing like a price prediction video, and it literally took like 25 minutes, and I was covering like 5 NFTs. So I was kind of ignoring chat a little bit more than what I'd usually do, but see animations on their IG post. Okay. Coca-Cola. Instagram. Like, that's the one thing I'm like hardly ever on, is on Instagram. I do need to make an Instagram account though, like for a Veve vibes or whatever. Like, honestly, is this their account? Coca-Cola, right? Or does this not go down as far? God, I might have to like actually log into my account. $2.8 million followers. This is it. I don't see it. I mean, it's probably not showing the whole thing because I'm not logged in. So, because it's my personal account, I kind of don't want to go on my personal account. Up, dude. Grandpa's dumping. Grandpa's dumping. It's at 250. Not financial advice, but it's dumping. It's at 250. It was at 270 literally 12 minutes ago when we looked at it. It's actually not that bad. It's only 3 more listings. People are just really undercutting each other. There's a 15 gem undercut. and then a 10 gem undercut. So it's not as bad as it looks. But if you were, buying, there's a little discount there for you. All right, let me see if I can find this Instagram on my phone account. If I can't find it, then I'm just gonna skip it. Coca-Cola. Jesus. Coca-Cola Philippines, Coca-Cola ID, just Coca-Cola. Where's it at? Get Dino Discord and see the screenshot I take of the Coca-Cola site. This can change the drop for sure. You guys are making me open up a bunch of extra tabs and shit. Comment, yeah, it's the device flagged. I'm going for that one. Diamonds in the poo. Yeah, that's pretty much what it looks like diamonds in the poo. Yeah, it's the device flag. So is that device flagged if you can't buy it? Because what Reese told us in the AMA was like, yeah, there's some sort of issue with a purchasing or something like that. He didn't really give us a straight answer, but it's yeah, it's the device flagged. So if that's the case, can I just never buy on it again? At least off drop. Your looks like a science experiment. I dig it. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. Consumers can scan a can or a bottle of the new drink to see Max's performance as part of the AR holographic private concert is in Dino Discord. Okay, let me check it out. I'm in so many Discords. I cannot keep up with all of them. It's I'm in Veve Vault, Veve Vision, Kobe Collects, Dino. There's another one in here. I can't find it right now. I thought Ohm Dog had one, but maybe not. Where's it under? Egg Gang chat? Okay. Yes. Oh no, it's opening on Firefox. It's causing my computer to explode. All right, let's try this. Speaking of, I need a Rockstar right now. They should add some utility, like a free can, 6-pack, etc. for each rarity. Could have been cool. Yeah, just not sure how the how that would have played out though, right? Do they have the infrastructure in place or the ability to scan NFTs and where would you go to get a can? Do you go just any store? Do they even realize the promotion's going on? I get it. It's a cool idea, but what is all this? Is this it? No pictures, no nothing. I see. I'm a picture book kind of guy, right? I don't like all this reading. What is all this? I'm not gonna read all this on stream. Maybe this drop has a code. I thought you guys linked the Instagram that has all the things. I don't know. Think stamps stay over retail? Yeah, the stamps always stay over retail for the most part, right? Especially a 1-of-1 stamp. That's a pretty low mint, and it's a pretty iconic stamp in real life. So, burnt graham cracker. You had to rub in the Grandpa Batman after it froze on me today. Yeah. Bought 20 boxes on eBay, average around $65 to $75 a box. Just give me one mythic, please, so I can break even. Yeah, that's crazy. Gonna have to redo that vid, show animations. No, I don't care. I'll just link it in the description. I'll put it in I'm not gonna redo a video. Fuck that. How's your luck hunting HRO earlier? Today, I didn't look at all, to be honest. I was busy with other stuff. Sorry, you probably already read that or said that. I was going to ask Rob T. Hi, do you think I should swap the rare for the uncommon given the currently... Sorry for spamming. I already said I wouldn't trade it. Just keep it. The rare is good. The rare is good. I do think in some ways, it'll probably perform better than the uncommon over time. Just because the lower mint. Veve, Instagram, not Coca-Cola. Well, that helped. Who said it? I thought someone said Coca-Cola. All right. All right. Stay here. All right, I think we got it. I'm gonna have to blow this up, as well as make this full screen. Why is this not here? All right, so these are the animations. So let's go. Let's see it. Let's see if my guesses were right, because I had never seen this before. You guys can clearly see how lost I am. Let's go. It spins around, like I said. It would have been cool if the tab, the little ksh, but it spins around. That looks all right. That's actually kind of cool for a common. I would have liked a bit more, little wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, but that looks all right too. Boo, burnt graham cracker, a turd with diamonds in it. I don't like this one at all whatsoever. Creation's footprint. You can barely read it. Like, you can barely read that it says Coca-Cola. I don't know how they came up with that design. And then what's this one? This just spins as well. Not even a little pop. Nothing. Not even like have the little, because this is supposed to be low gravity, right? Not even have the little string with the topper on it, kind of like move around like in an awkward direction, as like one's going up, this one's like moving in a different direction. Like nothing. This is just, you know, I'm sure Veve's gonna upgrade this later, but it seems some of these seem a little bit too static for me, especially the ultra rare. The ultra rare is a bit too staticky, not staticky, but it's just like not enough motion for me for it to be like a cool, like, they're bragging how cool it is to be in low gravity in outer space, and they give us this, right? Does this work? Yeah, it's actually a little bit too small. Cool. I mean, I like them. I actually like the common. It's simple. Like, that's what the common's supposed to do. Uncommon looks pretty cool. Rare, burnt graham cracker, nah. And then same thing with the ultra rare. I don't like it. Not a fan of it. In the Veve Instagram, yeah, I got it. Hold it. I don't think you should swap. I thought you were saying like, hold it, like stop. What up, what up? Price predictions? I just did the video right now. They posted it 7 hours ago. Free Coke pack for each quarter of the year should be utility. Coca-Cola, take notes. Free Coke pack for each quarter of the year. That'd be kind of cool. Sell Grandpa Batman and buy 11 common Tobies? No, why? Why are people doing this? Never. Still holding my 2 UR and 11 uncommons? Let's go, Waffle. You get some nice stacking going on. Common over everything else. Aesthetically, I agree. I would say the uncommon's a very, very close second, but aesthetically, I agree. But then again, people want low mints and all that stuff. I was expecting more from the graham cracker and space can, unless it isn't showing some animation. Let's hope so, Rob T. But yeah, I agree. Like, the graham cracker is just underwhelming, and then the space can is like, oh, it just spins just like the common. So, didn't know that Valdo's case animations were until post-drop, so maybe this is interactive. I mean, I think that is the interactive ability, right? I don't know. Can they just give us Wolverine drop now before the bits? For the bots, I don't know. I'm like, for the bits come back so I can stack? Yeah. That too. I mean, I don't have a ton of gems, right? I mean, I could like liquidate some stuff to get like a bunch of gems, but I just don't really want to liquidate that stuff. That's like Steamboat Willie and a few other things. But yeah, so ideally I wouldn't. So one thing I do want to check very briefly is HRO.gg. What's HRO looking like? What is the market looking like with HRO, considering that like can't scan any more QR codes? The screenshot for the leaderboard for the digital packs are April 21st. So what is all this? Quests weekly. What is this? All right, let me show you guys. This is the little weekly quest thing. So I did 7 dailies in a row. God, I feel like I'm playing an MMO. You have claimed this achievement reward already. All right, daily login. See, I haven't bought anything. I haven't sold anything. I haven't opened any packs. Complete 10 trades. Nah. I don't know what these like points do or what they're even for. I don't know if it helps with like leaderboard or if it's something just completely unrelated. I wonder if they aren't going to drop anything big until KYC. It's all scheduled out ahead of time, Rob T. So anything big that does come out, it's because it was scheduled 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months in advance. So Matt Mars, yeah, what's better? What's a better comp? A UR Steamboat or C3PO and Winnie? Ooh, that's tough. Honestly, I'd probably go with C3PO and Winnie. Like, not only do you get 2 NFTs, they're both golden moments. Like, I love Steamboat Willie, don't get me wrong, but like for these prices, I mean, if you can get both of those for the same price as Steamboat Willie, that'd be awesome. That's really good. Is it worth buying the common, uncommon, or rare FA Spider-Man, or is it too late? No, it's not. All right, let me go to ecomi wiki. We're getting a lot of Veve questions, which is fine. I'm totally down for either. Let's go to graphs. Tell me I'm logged in, please, please, please. Let's go. Still logged in. Didn't log me out. All right. Let's look at Spider-Man. Spooderman. Spider-Man. He's a menace. Whoops. Maybe 2 letters too many. Just Spider Dash. Are you talking about these? Like the common Spider-Man? Like these guys? Common Spider-Man? Let me go back. Common, uncommon, or rare? Or is it too late? I mean, you're seeing these lists, right? I mean, the all-time high for this, and again, I used to pay attention to this like very closely, like, oh my god, like it's something to take into consideration, but don't expect Spider-Man to hit an all-time high again, like in a couple months, right? It could, anything could happen. To be honest, I don't think we're gonna be able to hit these all-time highs again until like Omi to NFT or something like that, or like some sort of like crazy Omi utility or something like that. I just don't know. To be quite honest, but even then, I think Omi to NFT is going to be the time where we start hitting like these like January all-time highs. I think people are a little bit more reserved with like how they spend their gems and stuff, but the nice thing is to see here is that like when we're back here, we had no idea how high these things could go, right? But you guys have the benefit where like, yeah, you're not getting these at these super cheap prices, but now you actually get to see which NFTs are actually popular. Like this is history that tells you which NFTs are actually popular. All the NFTs that were kind of birthed after January, it's really hard to determine how high they can go because they've just been in a gem squeeze incessantly. We have no idea how well like Black Panther can do. No idea. Could he be like a step down from the Spider-Mans and go up a ton of money? Maybe. Or is he like closer to like Deadpool or Captain America? We have no idea. But yeah, I think the uncommon, that's the ultra rare, not the uncommon. I think now's still a good time to buy. Issue is I've been saying that for 7 weeks. Me personally, we are seeing a temporary pump. If you're thinking very long term, now is a great time to buy. But if you only have, let's say, 1,000 gems and you really want to milk it as much as you can, I would wait until we actually get a catalyst that's actually going to cause the market to pump. Like Master Collector Program, we'll see like a temporary pump. If we get KYC, that really won't help in my opinion. Q system could cause things to pump a bit because people aren't winning drops as much. Because imagine now, because like look at the system now, right? We had some people able to get 2, 3, 4, even 5 NFTs off drop, but with the Q system, that's not going to be the case anymore. So like no longer are you going to be able to stack certain NFTs pre-market. You're just going to have to get one and that's it, right? And that's it. So maybe people are going to be a bit more cognizant about their gems. Like people are less able to basically just create gems through just stacking certain things and flipping them on the market. You can still do it. It's just going to be in the secondary market, but off drop, that's not going to happen anymore. So that could be a small pump too. But yeah, I said, if you're thinking super long term and you have enough money to throw at Veve, yeah, now's a fantastic time to buy. But like I said, if you only have 1,000 gems and you like can't put a lot in the app and and that's it, and you can't put a lot of money in, I would wait. Not sure if you saw my previous message, but Recur Trek is available without Recur Pass. They are still available. Interesting. Okay. I might look into it. I might do it. I honestly haven't looked at any Recur stuff. I don't have an account. I haven't logged in. I don't know anything about Recur, to be quite honest. C3PO and Winnie, I agree between those two. Like, I know us Recur, but I have no idea, like, about what makes them stand out or, like, what they have planned for the future or anything like that. And they are both FAs and Steamboat isn't. Yeah, it's true. I mean, I still think the significance of Steamboat is very, very high. And I think in a way it kind of helps that it's not FA, if that makes sense, and not like the FE tag. I don't know. Because I think, like, not everyone can afford, because you have to think this, FA is important if it's affordable, right? So like the fact that Walt is a double FA of Mickey and Walt, what's the next best Mickey you can buy on the market? You know, basically, unless you have 18 grand to throw at an FA Mickey, what's the next best thing to buy? In my opinion, it's probably Steamboat Willie. Even though all the other Mickeys have FE tags, like the lenticular cards, and actually the new Mickeys don't have them either, so I like Steamboat Willie is the second best Mickey, only because the first Mickey is so damn expensive. Like, you know, the 1% of the 1% are the only ones that can afford it, at least without like seriously hurting their wallet. Did not mean to go that far, sorry. Serios, on your HRO packs coming in, are you planning to not open and hold them for the long haul? Yeah, I'm just not gonna open them. That's the plan. I'm just not gonna touch them for like the longest time. Like, there's just no, I really contemplated possibly selling a pack like maybe a few days or like a week before the snapshot to see if I can rebuy packs cheaper. I think that's just too risky. I'd rather just hold it. Like, I'd rather just hold it for the super long haul than like try and make like maybe $100 or $150, like maybe, and then like lose out the potential of something that's really, really high, right? So I'm just gonna hold it for the long haul. I think it's actually gonna be kind of a novelty to have a pack, whether it's open or not, or whether there's legendaries left over or not, whatever it is. I think so. Barry did an oopsie. Yeah. Rob T, Star Wars in May will be a good gauge where we at. I can't imagine they don't drop something for new Obi-Wan. I think so too. That would be intense. I'd say like that's probably like there's some other big communities out there, don't get me wrong, that could bring in like a lot of people, like Pokemon. But I think Star Wars is probably like one of the next biggest community of like people of huge fans, right, with a lot of money. I think Star Wars could be it. Musky Doge, what up, fam? Yo, crypto, we won't have another run up to previous all-time highs in about 3 to 5 years. I don't know about that. I do think we're gonna see some ridiculous stuff when Omi to NFT comes, right? Because we have people, because look at like HRO, right? People were buying Joker stuff. People are still getting better prices on what's it called, on Immutable X than on the website, like by far and away. Like a lot of people are like literally arbitrage buying certain cards, and at least initially, right? We're buying certain cards off the HR website, like a $500 Joker, and listing it for $1,000 or $1,500 in ETH, and they were getting bought. So there are some people that have, I mean, even just look at Randy Chavez, right? The dude's got, at this point, probably, well, not with the current price of Omi, but if they did announce Omi to NFT, Omi would probably skyrocket, and then you're able to get more for your Omi. And there's some people out there with, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, maybe low millions in Omi. That'll, like, if you have not watched the interview with NFT Pirates, I believe, and Brock McBlockchain, I believe that was his name. And yeah, that's who it is. If you have watched that interview, it's really interesting. And he said, like, he's like, there's some people out there with so much money, and when Omi to NFT comes in, they're not just gonna like sweep floors, they're gonna sweep entire NFTs. Like, who knows, they might come in, and if like Spider-Man is still at this price, like how many are listed right now? There's 107 listed. And like, yeah, some of these might be just like, let's say even 10% of these are like flex listings, right? Because there's 107 Spider-Mans listed. Bet you 10% of them are just like flex listings of like 9.999 million, right? Like someone could come in here and just buy 80 of them, and then all of a sudden the floor now jumps up to 15k, like not 15k, sorry, 1500, like instantly. Like if someone really wanted to, I mean, you could sit there and just buy like with Omi. Not sure how it'd work with like Omi to NFT, but that could be a scenario, right? That's definitely a possibility. I don't think they would do it with like Spider-Man, the common Spider-Man, because there's way too many mints, but like some of the stuff that's a bit more limited mints, like maybe some of the other Spider-Mans, like Ben Reilly, I could see them doing that with Ben Reilly because there's so little mints. Like you'll just see like, yeah, there's 79 of these and they're at 200. These will just disappear off the list, and people are going to start up here and start undercutting each other, right? So I think those Marvel statues just look so generic and uninspired compared to the DC black and white series. I think those Marvel statues look so generic. Yeah, I agree. A lot of except for like the Spider-Mans, I do think they look good. But some of the newer like Marvel stuff does look like really bad because it's probably outsourced. The Batman black and white stuff looks really good because they're based on real statues, right? Not only it's actually made by like comic book illustrators or artists. That's what they do professionally, is they make like their superheroes look as good as possible, or as aesthetically pleasing in their style as possible. And the people that helped make the statue, they have to do a 3D rendering and an animation and have light sources and all that stuff. And so they have all that done pre-production before they make the statues, right? So when Veve approached them, or however it went, DC was like, hey, we already have these statues that like honestly aren't selling very well. Do you want to do digital NFTs of these? Like, we already have all the digital assets for it. Like, it's literally just a plug and play for Veve. That's why the DC statues and stuff look so much better than like Marvel, because Marvel has to be made from the ground up by probably animators and developers that are outsourced, right? People that make them. So making it from the ground up, like from scratch, is way harder than just like, here's all the stuff. It's literally all here. It's just plug and play. And that's it. So that's my take. So I agree with you. Like, yeah, where is it? Yeah, the Marvel statues do, like, some of the more recent ones do look terrible compared to DC, but so have to have a massive Veve bull market with the overlap with crypto holders. Once alts pop, some of the money will flow into Veve. I think so too. But that's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't think we're gonna hit these like all-time highs again. Like, not even all-time high. Like Ben Reilly went up to 1100, which is nuts. But like, even if it went up to, I typically like to look at the candles around it, not just like, oh, it just hit up here one time for 6 hours and like that's crazy, which is true. Like, take that into consideration. But like, even if we wanted, let's say, Ben Reilly to go back up to 800, let's say, which is kind of like the median of like all 3 or 4 of these highs. I think it won't happen until like the end of the year when we get Omi to NFT. Like, we're gonna have a lot of like peaks and valleys and pumps and dead cat bounces and all kinds of stuff between now and then. But I do think in order for us to get up here, like, we need people with a shit ton of like crypto money to get into the space. Comics are being slept on. Just buy some Grail common or uncommon comics. Way easier for those low prices to double than most other stuff. That's very true. And that's another thing I think a lot of people forget is like, people want to buy super expensive stuff to like double their money. It's like, you can do the same thing with a comic. The only issue is, you know, with a comic, it takes time and you need to sell multiples of them, right? So it's like, if you want to change from $1,000 to $2,000, you know, an NFT could do that, right? If it's popular enough or people are sleeping on it or whatever. You can do the same thing with 20 comics at like 50 bucks each, right? Is that right? No. 50, yeah, at 50 bucks each. So 20 comics at 50 bucks each. But you also have to sell 20 comics, right? And you need like, you need a list that you can't list them all at once, because then you're gonna make a wall and people are gonna start undercutting you. And it's gonna take time as well. So there's goods and bads about both, you know, buying one big NFT to make money, or buy hard stacking comics. So, but I agree. Luckily, I do know quite a few comic book content creators, and like they've helped me out with what stuff is going to be good and not good. And even then, like, sometimes I just don't have the money to hard stack stuff. So one I'm very curious about, to be honest, is where is Moon Knight? That's the one I'm curious about, is what the pricing is for that recently. It might have dumped a bit because people might have been chasing some of these new Batmans. That's definitely a possibility. Where the hell is Moon Knight? Dude, I hate... Why can't I just search Moon Knight on here? There it is. So where's the uncommon at? So it's at 13.8. I remember this was going up to like 17 just a couple days ago. And the same thing with the common. Common is going for 13 right now. So I don't think these are as good as Ghost Rider, to be honest. I think that it's somewhere between Ghost Rider and like NYX. Like popularity and price wise, in my personal opinion. Like even now at 13, these are 13 or 14. These are still relatively stackable for the most part. I could see these getting up to like 20 at some point in like the nearish future. But that is kind of the difficult part, right? Is like, unless it's like a grail comic, a lot of people tend to just dump them whenever they just need a little bit more gems to get enough gems for the next drop, right? It's kind of the only issue with some comics. It's comics are probably the best things percentage wise. Like gem for gem, comics are probably some of the best. Like that and stamps, in my opinion, are some of the best NFTs to buy if you want like profit. But it does take some time depending on what it is. I opted to not join the Trek project because I felt like the ships look like Coke burnt graham crackers. Yeah, pretty much. We need crypto to NFTs ASAP. Yeah, that's what Omi to NFT is going to do. And people can just transfer Ethereum to Omi and all that stuff. You know, whatever exchange that needs to happen, people can do it. And hopefully Omi's on other platforms or other companies and platforms are using Omi as well before the end of the year. We need crypto to NFTs ASAP. No crypto money will touch these unless you can get in and out of crypto easily like NFTs elsewhere. Exactly. Uncommon is the next Todd. I think so. I don't know about that. Todd is on a whole nother level. Just being the 101 and all that great stuff. The one of the one of the one of the one. You know, you can keep going on, but I don't think it's that. It's going to be popular. It's going to be like Nightwing, to be honest. It's going to be like relevant. People are going to talk about it occasionally, but it's just going to do market things. So I think the price is going to surprise people, but it's not going to go up to like $4 grand or anything crazy. Hey, yo, Vibes. What do you think about those Palm NFT Batman cows? I've not looked at them at all whatsoever. The $300 and there's 200,000 of them. Reddit shills keep saying they're going to be the death of Veve. Yes, these cowls of Batman. We already have Batman cows. They're just like already on the 3D premium digital collectible Batmans already. We don't have 200,000 of them, but like, look right here, Gary Frank, there's 5,500 Batman cowls. It's just on his head. I don't know. I did hear like a lot of them will have like unique things that make them look different. Like that's kind of cool, but overall, like I couldn't care less. I hope it does well. It's just going to bring more attention to Batman and, you know, DC and all that stuff. It is like a little concerning that DC's playing like very fast and loose with like their IP, just like throwing it out to anyone they can, because honestly they need it. Like Marvel's done an infinitely better job of like handling their IP than DC, to be honest, when it comes to like the movies, toys, like everything. Even Rob Stuff admitted, and I know this is just anecdotal evidence, but Rob Stuff said, he's like, it's just so much easier to sell Marvel stuff. He's like, I just can't get rid of it fast enough, or I can't, you know, buy them fast enough for the most part. But DC's like, I get returns constantly. People don't buy them. People try to, you know, undercut or, you know, whatever it is. So Marvel's just crushing it over DC. So maybe that's why DC is just like every NFT platform ever, just at DC, HRO, Palm, Veve. I'm sure there's probably 2 or 3 other platforms that are negotiating the Veve license as well that we just don't know of. Probably Quid. I think Quid also has DC as well. I think they have like everything, but it's just they will be bought up and no one will care. Exactly. Yo, what up, bro? What's up, MD? Speculation. Same like saying if movie comes out, everything goes to the moon. Unlikely. Very unlikely. Yeah, I'm not a huge believer in like, oh my god, there's a movie coming out, therefore this NFT just got more expensive. I will say that does help comics. Comics react that way, but collectibles don't, for some weird reason. Comics do react that way a little bit, and that's over the long term, right? It's like more like future speculative investing if they keep pushing it as a character. The Coca-Cola fruit print is going to 0. I don't know about 0, but it's definitely going to be low. Like, I think it's... I think the low mints does save it. Because what did I say I was going to go for? Like 65? 65, maybe 70? I think that's fair. I think the uncommon's going to go for more than the rare. I pulled a UR 19... Jesus Christ. 189 at drop. Could maybe get like 400 for it right now. Would you sell? Probably rebuy with the worst mints at the floor, 250. No, I think that's fine. I mean, honestly, I would do the exact same thing. I do not want to deal with low mints. I do not want to deal with trying to like... I said it in the group chat, like with there's a bunch of us content creators, like in a Twitter chat thing. And there was someone else that had the same issue. I think they actually got like a sub 100 UR, which was nuts. And Dino also had like a relatively low mint, I think common or uncommon, like a 107. And I told them, I'm like, dude, if I have a low mint, I'm either selling it within the first 24 hours or I'm holding it for like 24 months. Like, it's either one of those NFTs where you're like, all right, this one's going to be massive in like 2 years, so I'm just going to hold it and find like the perfect buyer for it. Or it's like, I'm going to get rid of it now while the hype is high. And like, while people have their attention on it, people have already liquidated a bunch of shit to have enough gems for the drop. Yeah. So that's what I would do. So like within the first like 24, 48 hours, like if I had a low mint, I would just try and get rid of it ASAP. Just, you know, you might not get the perfect premium price that you want, but just get something for it, right? It's just a bonus. So whether that's, you know, 5 times the floor, 4, 3 times the floor, whatever it is. But just, you know, because if you're not going to get, I feel like if you don't get rid of it relatively early, it's just going to be harder and harder and harder to sell it. Better save the name. Crotch shot for once. Mark Silvestri, black and white statues drops. Silvestri. Don't know who that is. Mark Silvestri. Black and white statues. Let's see. Yeah, this one. I saw this one. This one looks pretty sick. This one. This one's what do you call it? Pimp hand Batman. King Bruce Wayne at a strip club, Batman black and white series. I don't know what you would call this. I was gonna say sit and spin Batman. I don't know what you call it. Unlikely. Yo, vibes. Question: how much you think I should list my 449 hybrid legendary HRO? I don't even know which legendary you're talking about. I would just price it with all the other lowish mints if you can find it. Right? So if we go to maybe not quests. What kind of legendary is it? AKA. So I should go here. Legendary. I mean, just go to the NFT and find a decent price, right? 189. That's a really low mint, though. Or no, that's something else. 447, still super low for these. Let's just use like Darkside for an example. Low mints are a big deal. Like, I will say, like, people really chase low mints because when you look at leaderboards, I know we're kind of jumping around here, so I apologize. So these leaderboards, once you get in the top 100. There's some people that are eventually going to have the whole set. But there's a certain point where, like, literally the only difference between you and 20 other people in the top 100 list is just mint number. And that's it. So there will be people that will pay a premium for low mint numbers. So let's go back to the legendaries. Like, low mint numbers are definitely more sought out because of the incentive of the leaderboard. So like I said, let's just look at Darkside. Like, I mean, if you get a sub 1000, that's, I mean, you got a sub 500, which is ridiculous. Premium mint. No, that's sub 50. It's organized by mint number. So yeah, this person's asking for 10 grand at a 790, right? Someone's asking for more for a lower mint. 447. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say, dude. It's all this is so speculative. I also want to see recent sales too. 150. Yeah, like no one, last 7 days, no one's really paid more than, oof. So someone paid $700 at one point for like a lower mint. I don't know. It's really hard because right now, remember, people can't scan any QR code stuff. So they actually can't even list stuff. And I do think some people think the prices are going to go down. I think it's unlikely people are going to buy a legendary dark side for 15 grand. Like, I just don't see it happening, to be quite honest. Again, 110% not financial advice. Please ask like 5 other people this, but it's hard to say. Like, there's not enough in the market. Like, I don't know, maybe throw it for like 5 grand, something like that. I mean, because if you ask for an absurd amount, what I'm afraid of is that over the next couple of weeks, there will literally be thousands of these coming on the market, and you're going to miss your opportunity. There's going to be people with lower mints. There's going to be people with slightly higher mints that are going to have like half your price, all that stuff. So like literally over the next like week or two, the pre-orders will probably be shipped out. More people are going to be finding them in the Walmarts. I think over the next few weeks too, they're also going to be shipped out to like the UK, India, and Australia as well. So people are going to be scanning those and putting them in. Not entirely sure. I mean, you might as well just start high. Like, I take back what I said. Like, sure, put it for 9 grand and just see if someone buys it. Like, you just don't know, right? It's unlikely, you know. I also put up open offers too. Just see what people offer for it, because you never know. Because right now your mint number is probably worth, ooh, the scores are pretty much the same too, huh? Because a 934 and a 790 are the same score, because it's all about that score. Huh. Do you know what score yours has? Because if you have the best score on the market, that could be a big deal. So that's another thing I just kind of looked at. Yeah, all the cows are unique, but it seems to me like all of them are unique, then none of them are. Plus at 300 a pop for 200,000, I don't see them selling out. I don't know. Do you like Batman Who Laughs? Only 95 listed. I do like Batman Who Laughs. At some point I will buy him. It's probably one of my favorite NFTs on the platform, like, for sure. But there's a brigade of people on Reddit trying to FUD by propping up Palm. It's hilarious. Interesting. Hey, VV Vibes, what's up, Sleeping Comics? You're way off on the footprint, Coke. It's going to be around 30 gems. Who wants a footprint? Exactly. I don't know. I think the only reason why it's going to push 60 gems is because it might be easy master collector points, right? Not easy, but if you buy the ultra rare, if you're able to snag the ultra rare plus the if you're able to buy the ultra rare pretty early on, the rest is going to be easy to complete the set. So almost identical, I think, to almost the black and white series in a way. Good call on the movies affecting the NFT prices. We haven't seen that yet. Not really. And honestly, like, we saw that briefly with Spider-Man, like No Way Home. Like, I think Spider-Man's pumped a little bit, but then like people started selling them off like a full month before the movie actually came out. So I will say, like, we see it with comics, but not with NFTs that are not, say, with the premium NFTs, like the collectibles. The Batman. Okay, you got the Batman. When VV rankings? VV rankings. What do you mean? Oh, like the next tier list video? I was almost gonna do it'd take a long time. I'm not sure I'm gonna break it down, but I did think about doing a tier list video with like all the VV comics. Like, you could literally drag and drop them, like all of them. I might section them off. It's hard to say. I might do like the Grail tier NFTs, like the top 15 or 20 like comics, put those kind of together and then move them around. I'm not exactly sure. That's tough. That's really hard to do for comics. Like, I do want to make a tier list for comics, but A, there's a ton of comics in the platform, and B, it's hard to divide them up. So my favorite of the black and white line is Tony Millionaire, but no doubt everyone in VV will hate it. It's fine, man. It's all right if you don't like it and everyone, you know, if everyone else hates it and you like it. We'll see. Nope, didn't score any at Wally World yet. VV fans, remove their message. It's okay. But yeah, man, but like what I'm afraid of with, I mean, we'll look at Batman because you said you have Batman. What the hell? Hit the like button. Yeah, dude. What's up, guys? Hit the like button. What do you think about this? What's the comic that's coming out on, is it on the app yet? No, it's not, because we have the stamp and the Coca-Cola thing. This next one that's coming out, let me go to Twitter really quick to find the announcement. So you got what, a 4-something Batman? And Batman, well, you can ask for a premium. I think that's one of the best ones. Like, I do think Batman and Superman and Joker are probably the best legendaries you can get out of this set. Hamoon, what's up? Dude, we check out the new emote. I know it's kind of hard to see. I might swap it out. Let me know what you guys think. But that's the egg from not the brand Egg. That's the Captain America egg. There it is. Let's go. I might have to zoom in a bit more. Maybe I'll I wasn't sure if I want to like show his body with a little shield or I should super zoom it in just so it shows his like sad face or something. But yeah. And you can't forget the pointing Iron Man. That's just a meme all day, every day. No shill Bill. Dude, check this out. Dude, that is nuts. All right, let me put it up on screen. Dude, what a lucky find. Dude, I don't know. Where do you live again? I think No Shill's not here anymore, but dude, I think so far from what I've heard, like nobody on the East Coast or nobody on the West Coast has actually found these yet. So look at that, just HRO cards just chilling right there. They're always in 4s too. I'll play it one more time. Dude, that is nuts. Found 4 more. He said this was a different Walmart too. So it's not the same Walmart that he got another 4-pack to, but dude, that's such a good snipe. And there's no like labels or anything on it, right? It's just tucked away. So if someone did take those, like you would have no idea. It doesn't say like HRO or whatever underneath, so just right there. That's crazy. Congrats, No Shield Bill. But what I did want to look up was the comic announcement they have for Monday. What do you think about that, Sleepin', if you're still here? That's what I'm curious about. It's this like little 5-part series. Captain America versus, is it Captain America versus Wolverine? I don't know what's going on here. That's a cool picture. Dude, that ultra rare looks sick. Dude, so does that rare. Is that secret rare? Okay, that's the secret rare over here. That's Daredevil. Fallen Sun, the death of Captain America. Wolverine riddled with bullet. Dude, that common cover looks cool. But dude, that ultra rare where like Iron Man and Wolverine are fighting each other looks sick too. And I think that's Wolverine fighting Daredevil. It's kind of interesting how they actually have like different characters on each one. That's interesting. Vibes, that was a great drop today. Pumped. That was a great drop today. Pumped. Yeah, it was great. Not brand egg. Egg. Like ECC like HH or whatever. Batman is sick. One of the more interesting looking figures in the series. Yeah. What do you think the rare Batman? Why do you think the rare Batman is struggling? If the uncommon is at 90, rare should be over 100 at least. Not always. I think like I showed you guys before. Hold on. Veve Batman loading screen. This one. The reason why the uncommon is doing really well is because for a long time on the app, this was the Batman that was on the loading screen. Was this Batman? That's the exact same Batman. His foot's kind of like falling into the screen, which is pretty cool. So this was actually the loading screen for Veve like very early on. And on top of that, I think they also used this image for a lot of promotional material as well. So, you know, this picture, like they've used it for quite a bit. So I think it's more of an OG thing that like people like this. It's not so much like, is it that much better than the rare? Maybe, maybe not. But I do think most people really aren't going out of their way to like stack rares or anything like that. I think most people that are grabbing it is just for the master collector points, right? To get the set. I do think people are chasing these or maybe stacking these because it's part of like the really early Veve like advertising stuff. A day will come where I do want to buy all of like the early NFTs, or like a lot of the early NFTs that were advertised on Veve, or like the ones on the loading screens, right? Because I do think, I mean, those could be important later. So the last comic secret rare is only 100 gems. What's your thoughts on picking up secret rares for that price? If you're going strictly for master collector points, I wouldn't personally. I think you're just save the 100 gems for something else. Like, you don't want to get something else that's very, very good a week from now, but you're 100 gems short because you bought arguably a trash tier comic, right? Like, trash tier in the sense of, like, is it trash? Probably not, but right now that's how the market views it. I don't even remember what the most recent comic was. It's the Inhumans, right? Yeah. I wouldn't. I mean, if we look at here, Veve set list. So Veve set list comics. Hopefully it's updated with the new Inhumans comic. Okay, it is. That's good. So Inhumans 5, you're still better off just buying the rare. Like, it sounds like you're going for master collector points. Just buy the rare, which is $7 a point, which is pretty crazy. The secret rare still isn't as good. Like, see how we're scrolling pretty far down until we find the secret rare. Okay, the X-Men 200, that's still better. Inhumans. So there's still actually 2 other secret rares that are cheaper than the Inhumans. And it's you're paying $17, $17.50 per point. So, like I've said before, unless you already have all these rares bought and you're willing to invest $100 for master collector points, just buy these first, because that's the best master collector point per dollar. Unless you love the Inhumans and you love the cover, like, go for it. It's up to you. But I'm assuming because you're asking, it's for like investing and or master collector points, right? For investing, I'd rather just spend those gems elsewhere, those 100 gems. But if it's for master collector points, just buy the rares. Too far. Sorry about that. Sleeping Comics question. I feel like Sleeping Comics get this all the time. Every time he joins chat, immediately gets bombarded with comic questions, and I feel for him because I'm the same way. I feel him. So he's probably I think he just wanted to say hi, regardless. What do you think about the werewolf comic? Is it a good buy under 500 gems for an SR? Could be. I know some people that have like 3 or 4 SRs of that comic. I don't know what price they paid to get that comic. I also forgot to like and retweet this. I'll just like it. I'll retweet it actually because I do like the cover art. Dude, if I can get that ultra rare cover, that looks clean. Uncommon is getting a bump because it was used in the Veve marketing. Yeah, exactly. I just showed you. There's multiple instances why it's there. Do you know what section at Walmart it's located? I keep looking where the sports and magic cards are at, but never find any. Dude, same here. I never find any. So from what I've heard, like, West Coast hasn't had like any deliveries yet, but I could be wrong. A lot of people on the East Coast and like the Midwest have gotten quite a few. Every Walmart's literally different. From Rob's stuff, this is all new to me. So Rob's stuff taught me a lot of this. Like, you need to check, like, buy the cards. So there's like 5 different locations they could have it. They could have it in the toy section. Well, first check the card section, like you mentioned, like sports, magic cards, Pokemon, blah, blah. Check there. Sometimes it's also behind the customer service desk. You can ask them. Sometimes it's in the toy section. Sometimes it's in the electronics, like in the back. You might have to ask them. Like, it could be locked up or something like that. Like, the 5 Walmarts near me, like 4 of them all do it differently. 4 of them all do it like very differently. Park East Music, thank you so much for the $4 super chat. I really, really appreciate that. See, we got the gold dust. Alex, you would be proud of the gold dust that we're sprinkling up in here. I really appreciate the $4, man. What'd you say? Nothing? Hell yeah. Got the little weird faced guy. Is it like a hippo face? Think so. But appreciate the $4, my man. But yeah, that's where I looked. That's where I've looked. That's where so far it seems like everyone's landed the cards, which is just looking the, what's it called? The sports and Magic the Gathering section or whatever. That's all I know. I haven't found any personally. Tagged you on the Twitter for the animated Coca-Cola preview. Awesome. Yeah, I showed it earlier. Jim Lee Batman, way undervalued. I think so. Like, Jim Lee's a pretty big deal. Yeah, I kind of wish I stacked some of the ultra rares, to be honest. Not stacked them, but like, I wish I at least went for the ultra rare because I could have. Let's see here. Let's pull it up. Pop this off to the side. Crotch shot Batman. How's crotch shot doing? Pushing 90 gems. Let's go. What's this guy doing? Jim Lee? Dude, he's at 45. Look at that. Someone was asking earlier, like, it's not even profitable yet. I'm like, dude, just wait. Just wait. It's going up. Grandpa. 250. He's retracing a bit. That would have been that perfect time. Right when I said that, when someone mentioned it and I looked it up at 270, I'm like, this thing might go to 280, but I think it's going to start retracing soon. Where's the other one? Where's the Wyvern Batman? There he is. At 80. Yeah. Like I said, I don't think people are going out of their way to, like, I'm sure some are, but a lot of the VVOGs are going to want crotch shot Batman for sure. He was in a lot of early advertising for VV. I still think the rare is going to do fine. I wouldn't sell one for the other. Again, sell wall's about to stop the pump on the uncommon right now. Maybe. Sell walls are fine. Sell walls are fine. I don't know why people have issues with sell walls. Like, there's no rules against it. Like, people could do what they want. If anything, it's just going to cause people to just keep undercutting, right? Like, it is what it is. It's their NFTs. It's a free market. People can do whatever they want. Let's see. 75 people watching, 14 likes. Let's get those likes up, people. I agree. Hard agree. Get those likes up. Yo, minted so many Batmans today. I wish I did more. I really think someone mentioned earlier, I really think my other phone is flagged. Like, because I had both phones on the uncommon. I landed it on my normal phone, and on my other phone it said all editions have been delivered, but the buy button was still there. And when I finished on my main phone, the purchase, and it gave me my mint number and all that stuff, I could still buy it on my main phone, but my other phone, it kept on saying all editions were allocated. I'm like, what's going on? It's like soft locked itself from buying or something like that. So I logged out of Veve, logged back in, tried to buy again, still said all editions were delivered. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. So I know someone in the last AMA asked about that, because that happened to me previously too. I'm trying to remember what answer Reese gave, but he just said like, oh, there's an issue with like the purchasing thing or whatever. So I don't know what the issue is with that. So someone said like your account could be not locked, but it's just like not shadow banned. I don't know. I don't even know the term what it is, but it just seems weird that like I can't buy any drops on that phone. I can buy in the market, but I can't get any drops on that phone. Sleeping Comics put it at B tier. Interesting, dude. I just love the uncommon, that Wolverine. It's a classic Wolverine look. You got Iron Man, probably my two favorite Marvel characters right here. Wolverine and Iron Man going at it. I like Wolverine a lot. I like Iron Man a lot. Duking it out. 10 total. Let's go. You got 10 Batmans? Let's go. I wish I bought more. I would have bought more if my other phone would allow me, but it didn't let me buy any, so. Waiting for the HRO pre-sale packs to come. Yeah, dude, we all are, right? I bought one pack. If knowing what I know now, I would have bought way more in the pre-sale, and I would have bought way more in the digital drop. That's for damn sure. Because I still have 2 packs from the drop, like the digital drop, and I'm not selling those anytime soon. Yes, Hippo, nice. Thank you always for the great information. Of course, I'm just talking about stuff, just going through the info. What else are we talking about here? So yeah, oh yeah, we're supposed to help. So we have someone in chat with like a 454 mint Batman legendary, and if that's the case, you got the lowest mint and the highest score on the market. And I noticed too that it's all about score, right? So if you list yours, or like, I don't know if it tells you what kind of score you got. Maybe you said it earlier and I just overlooked it. Okay, maybe you didn't. But if you not list it, I'm sure it'll show on the card how many score you get. Because if you're a 454 and your score is still 79, people probably aren't going to pay a massive premium, right? So maybe you barely undercut this guy. Like if you have the same score, maybe barely undercut this guy if you're trying to sell it relatively quickly. I'm just afraid that right now nobody can scan QR codes, and we already probably have... There's probably tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of cards. Like right when they fix the QR code scanning, the market is gonna get flooded with a lot of stuff just coming in. I mean, even with these Batmans, right? There's 14,000 Batmans. It's an 80 score? Okay, cool. So it is higher than this. Where to price it, dude? It's honestly hard to say. Like, I'm still speculating how this is gonna go. Like, don't take this as financial advice. I really think once they, because right now people are accumulating physical cards and opening them, but they're not on the market yet, right? Like once they fix the QR thing or the scanning, it's gonna go up. So I just don't see Batman, like these Batmans like flying up to, like, let me look at the recent sales. How much were they sold? 200, 200, 200, like 400, 300. So this was sold 2 days ago for 400. An A's a 613, which is pretty close to your number. That's lower than this guy, right? Or no? Oh, the guy just relisted it. Okay, so this guy actually bought for 400 2 days ago and just relisted it for 2K. Almost 3K. So far, there's no sales of anything that's like low three. Like, so far, there's like no sales of 3-digit mints except for this one. I don't know, man. But this is your biggest competitor right now, is this dude. So, what's your price prediction for the baseball stamp tomorrow? I think I said, like, it's hard to say. I think it's going to go for like 70 to 80. I'm going to pick the middle because I think initially I said 60 to 70. Then I said, oh, maybe 90 to 100. I'm going to say 70 to 80. Are you concerned about the high mints on HRO cards? If you buy it at Walmart, the mint size is absolutely ridiculous. If you buy it at Walmart, the mint size is absolutely ridiculous. There's only 6.7 million cards in total. And from what I've heard, and I'm not a card collector, I don't know anything about Pokemon or Magic the Gathering in that sense, but from what I've heard from other content creators that do spend tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars on cards and or have graded them over the last like 15 plus years, like that's not a lot of cards. Like Pokemon mints hundreds of millions of cards a year. I think they said there's an article that they showed me that said during COVID, there was like over 2.5 billion cards minted or made during COVID, like, you know, over that like probably 2.5, 3 year span. Like there's like 2.5 billion cards minted, and this has what, 6.3, and some of them are already misprinted and messed up. Some of them are gonna get lost. Some of them are never gonna get scanned. Some of them are just like I said, are gonna get damaged, or some of that, like some of the Walmarts already, like I've gone to, and like they could just get stuck in the back of the warehouse forever because there's some Walmarts near me that have theft issues with cards. And it's a weird thing where it's like, I do think like MJ Holdings, like Walmart doesn't even realize they have it in stock until the MJ Holdings guy shows up, scans it, and then puts it on the shelves. And at that point, it might show up, but like I'm not exactly sure how the whole logistical dynamic scanning system for Walmart works. I have no idea. But long story short, there's a lot of things that can happen with the physicals. So even though this says there's 14,000 Batmans, odds are like maybe only like 9,000 hit the market, and like that's it. Like of the NFT side of things, right? Like maybe there's more physicals because people open them, but maybe some people didn't even bother scanning them, whatever it is. So yeah. I'm not concerned about the mint number because I'm trying to remember how many like the original set of Pokemon cards has. But no, I'm not concerned about the mint numbers. If we're comparing it to the digital exclusive packs or like the cards, yeah, they're gonna be much lower because there's literally like what, a 50th of the mints, 20th of the mints of the digital cards versus the physical ones. So it makes sense that, yeah, if we're comparing them to the digital ones, yeah, they're going to be way cheaper. Let's see if I can find it. Batman Universe, the digital exclusives. So it makes sense that these are all more expensive, right? Like we look at these legendaries going for 10 to 16,000, Epic going for 2,400, but none of the physical ones are going for that much. Will it still be profitable? I say yes. And I think there will still be some profitability in like just not opening packs ever too, right? Just selling boxes straight up. People are already paying two and a half times the price on eBay for the box. Because think of it this way, how many cards does the So let's say you bought a 4-pack, which is what everyone's getting. Like all the Walmarts, they put up 4-4-packs and that's it. Each 4-pack has 29 cards. And right now, like the cheapest common right now on the market is going for, let's just call it $3. Let's say you got nothing but commons. Nothing but commons. You could sell them for what? 29 times 3, so that's basically 89 bucks, 88 bucks, whatever, 87. That's more than the pack. It's way more than the pack that you paid 25 or even 65 for, right? So that's if you get like nothing but commons. So, and not only that, you also have the physical counterparts, right? So if you do land a low mint physical or whatever, that could go for something. I think the physical side of the cards are going to be just really wonky. I'm not exactly sure how that market's going to pan out, but like the digital one is pretty straightforward. I am number 13 on the leaderboard on HRO, waiting for my pack to come in. Nice, dude. Hell yeah. Are you? Let's see. Real question is, when does the snapshot for the hybrid come in? Parky's music. Let's go. Dude, you got a lot of stuff. Hell yeah. Because you can't scan any more stuff in yet, right? Can you scan QR yet? I got some cards from Walmart, but can't sell them yet. That's because they're having issues with the QR code, like scanning feature. Well, it's actually the issues coming from the cards themselves. So a lot of the cards were like showing a like legendary Wonder Woman, but it would give you a Joker when you scan it. So I think the issue isn't like the card, like the issue isn't the Wonder Woman picture, it's the QR Joker. In my opinion, I think the issue is the QR code. I think they put the wrong QR codes on the wrong cards. Like they put the wrong QR codes on the wrong cards, not the other way around. So I think that's the case. But dude, that's awesome. You're on the leaderboard. You're kind of getting to the point now where it's like, you know, if you're going to keep going for this, it's going to come down to mint numbers, right? I'm not sure. There's like so many numbers, and navigating the whole showcase thing is a bit tough. You can look at people's inventory if you do this. Go to trade, add item. Mythics need 3. Okay, well, I need 3. All right, I'm looking at the wrong one. Limited edition. Wait a second. Okay, cool. So you have no legendaries yet? I don't know how this works. This is neat. Well, I need technically all the cards. Limited edition, digital exclusive. What's limited edition? Posters. Okay, so you have 2 posters. 30. I'm still trying to figure out like how to navigate all this. This is the limited edition movie. Are these the ones you get from the premium packs, like these cards, the limited edition ones, and the chapter 1s are the flow packs, right? I believe that's how it's called. So yeah, there's all these. We need to make a plan for HRO before the screenshot. Rob Stuff said earlier about today doing a team up with people in the community, getting in the top 100. Let's do it. Yeah, I think it might be a little bit late for the digital one. Because I really think like the only way to really get there, to be quite honest, is to probably get Rob Stuff and Kobe Collects on board. I do know the current leaderboard. If anything, probably the best thing to do is like if you do want to help someone out in the VV community, because I think it's too late to do a giant VV community pool together to put cards together. But I think the best thing we can do is, let me scroll down here. So I think the Gale is still on here. So the Gale's number 84 right now. You know, he's up there. I don't know anyone else in the VV community that's probably above this. To be quite honest, I'm sure there is, but maybe they're just people I'm not familiar with. I saw Orderly Chaos in one of the what's it called? Twitter spaces or whatever. I didn't hear him talk or anything like that. I think he was a speaker at one point, but I just missed him. But he has the whole set. He has all 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. So at this point, like if I was invested heavily into the digital set or cards, like I would trust the Gale with my cards. So I would just tell him like, yo, here's all the cards I own. Are any of them lower mint than yours? And I could just trade you. And then we'll, you know, obviously trade them back after the snapshot, right? So the whole point is to basically like help out the Gale by getting the cards up, right? I don't think that's against any rules or anything like that. I don't think there's anything against trading cards or giving him lower mint cards of stuff he already has, for the most part. So, I mean, I would trust the guy. Me personally, I have financial advice. If you don't know the guild, you know, don't do it, whatever. But I think the best case scenario we can do right now as like a VV community is probably just like try and pump the Gale up as much as we can. That's just me personally. But maybe next month, or maybe for the hybrid set, we can make a alt account with all the big hitters, just pulling all of our cards together. It's just a lot of legwork to do it right. So that's the only issue. Did you see David you post on Insta mentioning no misprints here? Savage. That's funny. Well, kind of. Yeah, it's like no misprints, but it's also like, I mean, you saw the Batman shadow thing, right? What was it? Someone was talking about like why the shadow is messed up. I think that's on this one. Let's see if I can find it. I thought someone had a... Oh, there's no shadow here. Yeah, someone had a picture of there was like a shadow or something that was like really weird on the crotch shot Batman. It was like a really weird, it looked like honestly like a shadow, like he was wearing like a G-string or something like that. It was really weird. Going to send my physical cards to PSA depending if I pull some heavy hitters. Yeah, I know. Yeah, like I said, I've never done PSA ratings. I've never done, like, I'm very out of my element when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I did hear they like really hiked their prices recently, probably knowing that HRO is happening. I think they said like you used to be able to get your stuff graded for like $10. Now it's up to like $100 like per card. So it's up to you if you want to pay that amount. David, you should focus on delivering on things his company promised before throwing shade at HRO. Yeah, I don't know what he said exactly. Let me see. Maybe he was just having a little bit of fun, just like trolling. But Veve definitely has its issues. Was it David Yu? Or David Yu's hair? Oh, on Instagram. Okay. I was looking at his Twitter. I'm like, I don't see it on Twitter. Come on, load already. Honestly, don't even know which one's the real David Yu. There's like 11 different David Yu accounts. I don't know. Regardless, I don't really care. But that's awesome, dude. Yeah, you're ranked 13th on the leaderboard. I'm 932 on leaderboard. I mean, some people put a lot of money in this. I know some people that have put 5 figures into HRO. Milham, what up, vibes? You complete the set today. It was awesome to see so many land the drop. Felt like the old days again. Pretty disappointed on Recur's drop today. Expected more for 250. I don't even follow Recur's drop at all. I heard about it, but didn't really look into it. No, I honestly didn't even have enough gems to complete the set, to be honest. So I just got the uncommon and common. I could have gotten another common, but I was like, I'll just leave it. But yeah, let's see actually how this is doing. Ooh, it's up to 94. Let's go. Crotch shot Batman at 94. Let's refresh this. Wyvern Batman at 78, so it's a little bit cheaper. Come on, where's the other Batmans? Moon Knight. I'm kind of curious where this Moon Knight's at. Where's this Moon Knight at? Rip. I think I sold that one a while ago. That one was totally just I just wanted to buy and get rid of it. Grandpa Batman. 264. He's actually going back up. He was at 250. Jim Lee Batman. 45. He's now profitable. If you just want to dump it. I'm not. I'm holding on to mine for a little bit. What's the other one missing? No, that's all of them. That's all the Batmans. Good for the Batmans. Are all the legendaries shiny, or is there a bonus if they're shiny? I got a Legend Joker and not sure if there's something special with shiny version. Not entirely certain, to be honest. I don't think there is, but that is one big aspect to the premium cards, right? Is like you're guaranteed to get 5 shinies, which is nice. I don't know. Sorry I came in late. Were you selling? So you... Tina, are you okay? Sorry I came in late. Are you selling 2 HRO cards? HRO 0 cards? I get you. No, I I still have my old packs from the digital set. I'm gonna hold these like very, very, very long term. I will say this now. I'm never opening up these packs. Me personally. Someone else can do it. I'll sell it to someone that's gonna open up the packs, but I'm not gonna do it personally. They're going for 227 right now. 827. I say 227, 827. I do kind of want to see the purchase history a bit. I hate the fact that it only shows their last 15 sales. That is such BS. Listings, hello? Getting a little bit of lag here. Interesting. Kind of wish I bought 10, don't get me wrong. Yes, I have no Mystic or Legendary yet. I bought like a 4-pack, but they have not come in yet. Yep. I would clap back with, at least we keep our timeline. Yeah, makes sense. And that's the whole thing. I don't know if he did mention like, oh, we don't have misprints, because that might be just kind of a joke. It's like, kind of not really misprints with NFTs, because you can just kind of update them like Veve has, but. I just pulled an HRO misprint, 20,540 on the front, but 16,698 on the back. Interesting. Same card, like they're both, Wonder Woman or whatever it is. Daniel, thank you. Doug! Can't freaking wait for my pre-orders to ship. Still haven't scored at our Walmart yet. Checking like 4 times a day. Oof. Where are you at, Milham? Are you on the West Coast? Because so far, West Coast is not getting any love when it comes to the Walmarts. What's going on, everyone? What's up, Rob Stuff? I've dropped his name at least 3 or 4 times in the last 30 minutes. Please check out Rob Stuff. You guys literally want to learn how to make money in real life, the legit way, via Amazon, eBay, and all that other stuff. Or if you guys want to learn on HRO and Veve, please go check out his content. I'm assuming 99% of you here already know who he is, but if you don't, please check him out. Dude is an Amazon guru, if you want to learn that aspect. Dr. Tito Mazza, I had a couple beers, just a couple, so. Interesting question. Yeah, West Coast, Humboldt County. Yeah, so far it seems like all the Walmarts all around the West Coast have gotten no love. It seems like I've looked on the Discord for, I'm actually gonna do it right now. HRO, I just searched the key term West Coast, like California, Arizona, West Coast, and like so far like no one, I didn't see any W's on the West Coast for the West Coast. Like so far all the W's, it seems like in the US and the Walmarts are usually East Coast and like Midwest, it seems like. We had some W's in Texas, I know that for sure. Why can't those freaking MJ Holdings guys just go through New Mexico, go to Arizona, then like start going up to California? Do you think Recur is a flop? Still over 12,000 mints remaining? I don't know. It's still way too early for the end to like judge an NFT platform that early, right? Literally the exact same thing could have been said about Veve a year and a half ago. Dude, they dropped Todd, or it wasn't even called Todd. It was just, dude, they dropped all these Batmans and they're not selling out. Is Veve a flop? No. I don't think so. They just need more time in the market. They need more people to find out about NFTs in general and all that stuff. Like, I'm a big Star Trek fan. Like, don't get me wrong. I haven't really learned enough about all that. Anthony, thank you so much for the sub, man. I appreciate that. I don't think Recur is a flop, just based off of what, one single drop and that's it. So they need more time in the market, just in general. Veve should do something like HRO, give an airdrop if you complete 50 or 100 sets. A sub 50 Todd. A sub 50 Todd. The sub 50, I think the sub 50 Tons are already owned by mostly people in like the community, right? I think there's like a very, very small handful of Todds that like some of the Veve executives own, but I don't think the whole like they withheld like the 42 mints and lower. I don't think that happened till like a little bit later. The only California place I've ever seen anyone get anything is San Diego, LA area. Interesting. So Southern California. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, there's nothing in Arizona yet. I haven't heard. I even typed in Arizona, AZ, all that. That's where I live. Nothing in the Discord about people getting a W in Arizona yet. So maybe it's still yet to happen. I mean, I might. There's literally a Walmart 3 minutes up the street from where I live. Unfortunately, that's the one that like they don't have like a card rack. Like you have to go to the back to electronics and ask them, or you have to go to customer service. I usually start at customer service and ask them, and then I go to electronics. But yeah. Airdrops would be cool. I don't think Veve needs to do all that. Like I already think their dev time and like their stuff is already maxed out. If you listen to that interview with NFT Pirates and Trevor, who used to work at Veve, like Vive's working on all cylinders when it comes to like trying to hit deadlines and stuff like that, right? They said that for the most part, it takes them a few weeks to really start polishing up like some of these like NFT drops and stuff like that. And you see how many drops happen, right? With collectibles, comics, some of the stuff back to back to back, right? So I don't know how long it takes dev time to go from scratch, like some of the Marvel NFTs, like Storm, Deadpool, that kind of stuff, where they start from scratch and they go up to the end. That's way more steps and proofing they need to do. So it takes time. They're working on all cylinders, but I think like dev time to like input in airdrop stuff, figure out who has sets, who has them completed, and then make like a unique NFT to give it airdrops. I don't think they need to do that personally. How many pre-order packs did you snag? I only got one, and I'm definitely in the realm of what like I kind of wish I did what Kobe Collects did, which, you know, he spent quite a bit of money on the pre-orders just because he just knew it was going to be a big deal. I just bought one 8-pack and that's it. Knowing what I know now, you know, I don't have the finances to throw 10 grand at it now, right? But I probably would have bought, knowing what I know now, I probably would have bought 2 or 3 of the megas and probably 2 or 3 of the 8-packs if I could have, knowing what I know now. Just would have bought, you know, probably $500-ish worth of stuff. Yes, Rob always dropping gems and helping out the community. Yes, sir. The most. He'll give it to you straight. I think I ordered 32 packs. That's awesome, dude. Of what kind? Just the like the 8-packs or mega packs or boxes? You ordered 32 packs. That's the other thing that kind of gets confusing. It's like, all right, do you mean boxes or packs? Because there's technically 8 packs in one box, like the 8-pack box. I'm not sure if that's all together, but if you want to know if your area has cards at Walmart, go to Facebook Marketplace and search your area. Facebook Marketplace and search your area. Oh, is that the way to do it? Because that way people have already bought it and they're going to try to sell it on Facebook Marketplace. Flippers be flipping on Facebook Marketplace? Interesting. Honestly, I don't think I've ever been on Facebook Marketplace. I don't think I've ever been on it. But I need to learn to do that stuff if I do want to start selling stuff online. I don't even know how to like navigate to the Facebook Marketplace like on my app. Marketplace. Search. Because HRO DC cards? We'll do cards and then packs, see if that... Shipped local. What is this? Hold on. Interesting. Look at this, guys. I'm gonna do a different background so it's easier to see. I know all this is kind of like home. Maybe I don't want to go home. Let's go to leaderboard. Actually, let's just do this. What am I doing? I'll just go here. You guys can look at my stupid face. Check this out. There's already a few in my area, at least according to this. So there's 3 so far. It's the 8-pack for 150. It's a good deal, isn't it? This one's a pretty good deal. 150? Wait, is that together? I think that's a really good deal, isn't it? I don't think I should be showing this, should I? I think that's a really good deal. Make sure on local. It says shipped and local. That's all it says. Hold on. Let me see something. I'm gonna make sure it's not showing any like. It says shipped and local. Local. It has my like current town. That's a pull down menu. Pull down to local. Pull down to local. So do I just put it on local? Okay. All right. A little bit different. Yes, local only. Okay. All right. So that changes things a bit. So there's only this one. $290 for this. But whatever I found, there was some guy selling 2 8-packs for 150 bucks each. Not sure where that's at, but yeah. So this is pretty expensive. Starter mega new? Is it the mega pack for 300 bucks? I don't know if that's good. I'm trying to remember the. No, that's a lot. I'm trying to keep my price around like $2, like $2.25 like per card or something like that. I think that's kind of like the number a lot of people are shooting for. Unity vibes, hope your weekend's going well. Yep. For HRO, you have to go to the Walmart store, give the barcode to an employee, scan it, their internal system. They can. That's. Yeah. I know what Rob Stuff is going to say about that. Like, just don't trust the scanning system. Because I heard for a lot of Walmart locations, they have it like. Some of them will actually have it like in the back. And it's not scanned, like they're not allowed to touch it or do anything with it until like the actual MJ Holdings guy shows up and like scans it and then like puts it on the shelves. Then it might show up in the system, but by then it's like either too late, right? Someone's already grabbed it, or it's like you should be able to see it. I don't know. I've been told from multiple sources that the whole scanning thing is just pointless because Walmart doesn't know, the managers don't know. Like, it sucks, but it's true because it's all new to me. But what I've been told is like basically trust nothing what they say. Like basically, like it's not like they're trying to mislead you. They're not trying to lie to you. They're not like, they just don't know. And with these brand new packs coming in and basically a third-party vendor handling everything and the logistics and the stocking and everything, Walmart employees just don't know. So, but yeah, this is it. Like, there's literally one HRO box and there's these NBA trading cards and that's it. So that's it for that. Let's actually go here really quick. Yep, that's it for Facebook Marketplace for me. Let's see where Crotch Shot Batman's at. Ooh, 95 gems, Crotch Shot, uncommon. Let's go. Dude, Rob Stuff, I did not expect these cards to, I mean, so my price prediction for the uncommon was 100 gems. My price prediction for the rare was 100. I did not expect the uncommon to get this high, or the ultra rare. I thought the ultra rare would like max out at like 150, maybe 200. Now it's at 250. And I think I said the common would go to like 60. Which doesn't look like it's gonna happen anytime soon. But yeah, man, like Batman, I do think it's a combination of like HRO and kind of hyping up Batman again. Plus, we haven't had a black and white series in like a super long time on Veve, so I think that kind of got people hyped up. If we can still scan, how are people listing? People that already scanned it but just haven't listed them, right? So some people got like, I don't know how, but like really early access to some boxes. Like there was some listed like even before the digital packs dropped. So yeah, there's people that got boxes super early, like, you know, 3-4 days ago. They got boxes, scanned them, and are still able to list. I think you're still able to list, you just can't scan new ones in to the market. One of the mega boxes and an 8-pack. Nice. You see Rafael Grandpa's tweet earlier? I guess he didn't even know DC was selling a statue art on Veve. Nice. I don't know, like, how is that stuff even legal? Because like, don't they like, independent artists have like some at least a certain level of control over their IP? Because like, I'm trying to remember how it went. I thought like, okay, maybe that's something different, but I think it's, if an independent artist, not independent artist, but if an artist makes like a new superhero, it's like tied to his identity. Like let's say someone was like, made a new superhero, made a DC comic of it, and then like let's say they went to go work for Marvel, like they can then like take that, that's like part of their product, or like that's tied to like their name. I don't know how that shit works. I heard that some superheroes kind of work that way. The pull down menu, yep, I have 5 boxes total. 4 I got today at Walmart, 1 coming from pre-order. Should I open them? I want to keep some sealed. Dude, that's the story everyone's asking right now. Do I open majority, keep some closed? Do I keep majority closed, keep some open, or open some? Not entirely sure. So that's like the question of HRO right now. Me personally, I really think when they open up the QR code in the market again, a lot of people are going to be flooding in listings. That's tough. Yeah, they haven't been released in your area yet. So is that what that means? They haven't been released in my area yet? What's up, Maverick? 8 packs with the $50 retail. 60 to 65 per pack is what I've been paying. Cool. So that's about $2, maybe like $2.15 or something like that, right? For the 29 card pack, or the 29 card box. I actually bought 2 of the 4-pack box for 100 on eBay cups. I did the same mistake you did. I slacked on the pre-sale. Yeah. Poke. I didn't expect that either. I bet dumps big on the next big drop. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of, is like, there's a lot of people that have been getting these at Walmarts, right? And I do think when the market opens up again, or the QR code is enabled, everything's just going to get dumped on the market. So it's hard to say. I would say, like, for me personally, I'll probably sell a couple just to recoup my costs, and then I would just keep the rest like super long term. What's up, Rob stuff? Rob knows what's up. It ain't easy chasing cards. Yeah. What about you? But for me, it's fun watching these noobs run around Walmart clueless. Dude, that was me the last couple streams. I was just running around Walmart. I'm like, I had no idea where I'm going, what I'm asking, what I'm doing. I wasted so much time at so many Walmarts. Now I've kind of got to the point, like, now I know where to look. Like, I just go there, look in the card section. I go up to customer service. I ask them if they don't say anything, if they seem lost, I just move on, and that's it. DC commissioned it, so they own the IP instead? Okay. It's not his IP, it's DC's IP. They let him use their IP, paid him for the art. Yeah, I think that's something different. For me, I think it was like, if an artist makes like a brand new superhero, I'm sure they probably need to negotiate with DC. That like, if they move to Marvel, they can then take that superhero also to Marvel as well. But he said he was just surprised. That's cool. All these statues are collectibles from DC, regardless of artist, so they can license. Yep. I bought a Recurl Admirals pack, like a total degen today. Would you keep it packed for when you can sell packs on Recur, or open it and take the chances? Oh, okay, so you can do that with Recur too. I don't know. I feel like it's hard to go wrong with just keeping a sealed pack, right? You just play it. That's the safest play, right? I think even I'm trying to remember what it was. Kobe Collects had like a quote or something like that. Like a sealed pack was just, you can do almost like never go wrong with the sealed pack, right? Assuming it does well, right? On the NFT space or on Recur. If it does terrible, then like, all right, that sucks. But if it does great, just the fact that the thrill, you can buy a pack and you don't know if you're gonna get that. There's like 2 levels within the Admiral pack, right? There's like a good one and there's like a whatever one. A licensed NFT for $2, right? I think we talked about that. Like, worst case scenario, even if you got nothing but commons, Right now, the cheapest commons are going for like, I think like 280, almost like $3. There was like 2 commons going for sub $3, but everything's at like $3 right now. The only thing I'm a little concerned about is that like, I do think once the QR code opens again, a lot of stuff is going to be flooding in. But that, I mean, still even $2, even if they went for $1.50, it's still a good deal. I mean, you'd have to have terrible luck across the board to get nothing but commons. So as long as you get something just like a handful of your cards better than a common, it's a pretty good deal. But I don't know. Listen to Rob, not me. I still figured out this stuff. Typical with the core DC characters, the artist can't retain rights. Image Comics used to allow artists to retain most of the rights to the characters. That's where Spawn came from. That's what I thought. Sounds like at my Walmart, nothing happens until the vendor comes. It's totally random when people show pop in. Pretty much, Milliam. That's MJ Holdings is the company that handles those cards. And so they're just like in a big ass white box. Walmart doesn't know what it is. They don't even know they have it until the guy shows up. So even if they say like, oh, we don't have any in stock, it's probably sitting in the back, saran wrapped with a bunch of other white boxes. And they have no idea it's even there. It's untagged. It's, you know, it doesn't have anything on it. Maybe it does have a tag, but they're told not to touch it until the vendor shows up. So all the places are going to say what, 0000, and there's a couple locations with a -4, and that's it. When animated Wolverine, right, dude? I'm trying to get my Wolverine fix. Realtor Aaron Baker. The more you stay sealed, less supply, higher floors. Exactly. That's kind of what I've been playing with. That's a question I remember asking Kobe Collects, which is like, I think part of the reason why Pokemon is so valuable is because like we have no idea how many of those like really early first edition packs were created, right? Like Pokemon doesn't tell anyone that stuff apparently. But with these HRO NFTs, we know exactly how many cards are left or how many NFTs are left. I will say on the physical side of things, a ton of them can get lost or damaged or misprinted, or some will just not exist because the misprint, right? That could happen too. There's a whole bunch of reasons why like the NFTs won't exist, or why all of them won't even hit the market. So, and also considering the grand scheme of things, from what I've heard, 6.3 or 6.7 million cards is not that many, considering that there's an extra step beyond that where you have to actually scan the QR code, right? So that's another layer of like, there's even gonna be less of these on the NFT side of things. So pretty low supply in the grand scheme of things. And this is like the very first physical hybrid mint run, right? You going for the Coke drop? Pretty cool that Coke retweeted the Veve announcement. They have 3.3 million followers, so that's helpful. Nice. Then again, I mean, a lot of those communities, unfortunately, are very uneducated when it comes to, not uneducated, but just kind of ignorant on how NFTs work, right? That's why the whole Cthulhu series, even Star Trek series, like Star Trek fandom, we're having issues with like making NFTs and stuff like that. They just don't really understand the whole aspect of it, right? But they'll either come around, or same thing with the Coke community, right? Like people are going to look at it and be like, not only are most of them are going to say, why NFTs? You guys are ruining the environment, blah, 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 blah. On top of that, even if there was like a small percentage of people that did like the NFTs, they would also have to download the app and also want to pay $40 for an NFT, right? So, but if they like Batman or Superman or Marvel, DC, Disney, that's all there on Veve. So, I mean, it's awesome. Getting it in front of as many people as possible is great. It's just crazy to think how people are not like connecting the dots. Well, no one actually, not a lot of people know about DC, but I think, or like Disney getting into like the NFT space, right? I think if people knew Disney was in the NFT space, I think more people would be open to it. But I think just because it's like, oh, Star Trek doesn't have a big fandom and blah, blah, same thing with like the Cthulhu series, that's all we know, right? And Coca-Cola, like, I don't know. I'm giving up hope to find it at your 2 local Walmarts. If I find it, great. If not, no biggie. Fortunately, the 2 Walmarts are on my Pokemon card hunt, so it's no different for me. Yeah, that's exactly the way to do it. I don't know how you lose leaving things sealed. Exactly. The only way that I've not heard, but I remember Kopi was mentioning like you hold some packs and like if they come out with a reprint of like that exact same card or whatever like that, he did say there's an issue with that, but like with these hybrid NFTs, I don't see that being an issue, right? with the digital ones, it's not an issue, because if you see here, if you look at the digital cards, it's not an issue because actually, if we look at these, do these also have the A in the front? Yeah, these also have the A. So from what I've told is that this A mint, so it says A82658. This A in the front means that if they ever do a reprint of these later, they'll have a B. So, and odds are probably the B version is gonna have way more mints than the A version. So. Some reprints could be possible on these, but they're going to be way higher than the originals. So I think that alone will make them unique. And when you scan them, it has a little A instead of a B. That's cool. But I did see a picture of a guy on Twitter that got like 12 to 20 boxes from Walmart here in SoCal. Maybe he went to different locations, or, you know, who knows? And there are people probably breaking the rules, you know? I have someone actually brought up in my chat one time. I think it was the first day I was walking around trying to find them in Walmart. They said like sometimes certain MJ Holdings guys could get either fired or they can kind of get in trouble with Walmart with like doing inside deals and like either unpacking more than they should or whatever it is. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but or maybe either they're like selling them to like Walmart employees. I don't know how that works, but some of them could get in trouble. So that could be a reason why like one person got a ton of boxes, right? What's up, Rob Stuff? Hope your weekend is going well, brother. Yep. I'm a little salty about them releasing cards before the pre-orders. By the time I got my pre-order, the market's going to be flooded. Pretty much. I can never keep stuff sealed, but exactly speak, we did hear that you're going to get something special with the pre-order. I don't know if that's going to be something digital, like straight to our email. It could be something physically in the box. It could be just those NFTs themselves when they're scanned. There could be something unique about them. I have no idea, but at least there's that. I hope it's at least something good. But yeah, it does suck that the pre-orders are actually coming later than what people are actually getting in stores. I can never keep stuff sealed. I love to rip packs too much. I think that's probably, in some ways, probably works in my favor because I've never like ripped open cards and like looked at them. I mean, I did for like some Pokemon stuff like way back in the day, but like I haven't had that like, I haven't had that addiction yet, I guess it means, right? So it's like, I could get addicted to the card ripping crack, but I'd rather just not test it, right? I'd rather just keep stuff sealed. And like I said before, I'll open up a couple. Like if I did buy a bunch of packs, like let's say I got 10 of the 4-pack premiums, I'll probably open 1 or 2, maybe 3. You know, if I'm gonna do 3, I might as well do 4. If I'm gonna do 4, might as well just do all of them, right? I'm not addicted. Whoops, I skipped this. Has anyone opened Funko NFT packs? It appears for Legendary Plus NFTs, a physical limited edition Funko is mailed to you. Anyone know about this? Don't know. Common Batman broke the 45. Let's go. It's running. Is it running? Is it running? Let's see. Is it running? It's at 48. Let's go. I know it's hard to see for you guys. It's at 48. Let's go. That's awesome. Just wait. Just wait. I'm in no rush to sell these. I couldn't stack these even if I wanted to. I think after I could have bought one more comment on my main account, but black and white, let's go. Black and white series making moves. The fact that the common Coke is animated has me intrigued. I think I'm gonna go for it. Like I might as well. We covered it earlier. Rob stuff. I call it the burnt graham cracker. I like the uncommon too, that little globule that floats in the air. I think I showed it earlier. Is this still up? Yeah. The burnt globule. Let me see here. I was just on here earlier. The official, yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you might have seen this, Rob. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. I'm not sure, but I'll play it for you guys again. You guys have not seen the animations of these. So this is on the official Veve Instagram. So this is the common, just spins around. That's kind of a cool little animation. Kind of weird that the wind is moving in the opposite direction. Maybe it's like a I don't know. That's kind of cool. I actually kind of like the look of this. I kind of wish it did a little bit more wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff. But I do like the bubbles just inside it. Like it just goes up. Colors change a little bit. Looks like it goes from like a dark to like a light. That's just like the lighting, right? I do like the look of that one. The burnt graham cracker. The someone stepped in a turd. I don't like this one. It's so hard to even read. It says Coca-Cola. And again, I do think this one could just be one of those like ones that Veve, or actually in this case it'd be Coca-Cola, maybe Veve, got just like one of those bad 3D renderings that maybe like looks better actually on the app than like what it looks like in the promotional material. And the ultra rare, like the can like looks cool, but the animation's so lame. It just spins around just like this, just like the common. I would have liked to see the little topper on the string like move a bit more, maybe like in the opposite direction of what the can is moving or something like that. Like maybe the can is moving up, but the topper is like spinning around, just kind of doing what anti-gravity stuff does. But I guess that's not the case. So I guess they don't want to show that. So I would have preferred that, but I like the actually like the common and uncommon a lot. I kind of like the uncommon the most, strangely enough, based on the animations. Curious if you guys can still even like see this. I don't know. It's probably hard for your phone, but hey, probably just go for it on one device instead of multiple. See what happens. Agreed. I'll probably do the same. Hey, vibes. Hoping to go for another Superman drop. Hoping for another Superman drop. Interesting. They did get those new licensor fees. Why not? Just do another Superman. It's not going to be FA, but maybe do some sick poses. They need to do one of him in the classic pose where he's like holding a car, kind of like the DC Comics like cover, like the classic one. If he's holding up a car, that'd be cool. Another one where he's just doing like a power pose with his hands on his hips with his like, wide stance. That'd be kind of cool too. Like those are all cool poses as well. Exactly speak, I feel the same way, not to mention probably funded the Walmart prints. Yeah. Did you watch the NFT Pirates with Trevor? If so, what do you think? I liked it. It was just I was just more intrigued with the internal timelines that like Veve has to deal with. It's just like how much stuff they have to really juggle at once, dealing with multiple licensors at the same time, multiple projects, hurdles, and they do have like a timeline, multiple steps, right? They said like from beginning to end, if there is an NFT they have to make from scratch, kind of like some of the Marvel ones, I would imagine. There's like 17 steps involved where it's like, all right, we need to do this, then this, then this, check with the licensor, proof meant that they need to sign off on it next. Like there's a lot of steps that comes with the NFT stuff. And they said that like how much it costs to actually like make some of those 3D collectibles is quite a bit. They said like all of the weird, one of one, like Bored Ape Yacht Club, like those like 2D JPEG things, right? And that's it. We said it still costs Veve more money to make one 3D animated collectible than it does for them to make 1 million of those for the most part. Maybe not 1 million, but like 500,000, whatever, the number he said, but like a lot of them. So just the amount of time and money Veve has to put into like making those NFTs takes a long time. That's kind of where I got from it. It kind of made me really understand and like empathize from Vivi's like standpoint, like how long it really takes to get all this stuff done. I think there's some other things he mentioned that was kind of intriguing. I might have to like watch it again. Trying to remember some other points that they mentioned, but I just don't remember off the top of my head. Honestly, I played it like 2 times speed. I think they talked a little bit about like gamification and some other stuff like Veve could do, but I'm not really sure. Exactly, we'll see what happens, but I know that dropped in Walmart before. I probably would have just ordered as many, yeah. Reprints are an issue as long as the one you have is the first. Exactly, so reprints as long as it's not identical, right? But first edition, and then the fact, and that's the identifier is the A in the front, right? So digitally we can know there's the A in the front. Matt Mars, yo, I wasn't here when you answered, but your Steamboat Willie or C3PO, that's a better buy. Well, I think you said C3PO plus a Winnie the Pooh, right? Like me personally, I would take a C3PO plus Winnie the Pooh over your Steamboat Willie right now. I think that's I don't know if someone else asked that or it was you, but someone said Steamboat Willie or C3PO plus Winnie the Pooh, and I would go with the Golden Moments personally. Some people say like, oh, Steamboat Willie doesn't have the FA tag. I'm like, cool, but do you have 18 grand to buy the FA Mickey? I mean, because it's paired with Walt, right? So you're not getting just FA Mickey. You're basically paying the price tag for a double FA of Walt and Mickey. So what's the next best Mickey? In my opinion, it's Steamboat Willie. In my opinion. Lenticular card's really good too, don't get me wrong, but if you want a 3D premium collectible, Steamboat Willie's the next best thing. C3PO is it? But yeah, I already answered that. I checked out 3 Walmarts in the area, no look, spoke to employees, they have no idea about HRO. Exactly. It's a waste of time. Like I'm really understanding the scope of what the people that do this professionally and like for a living, they go, you know, store to store, they ask employees these questions, or like they go look for the shelves and stuff. Like it's just a waste of time. Like they just seem so confused. They look at you like you farted and like you kick their dog or something like that. They're just like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm just easy. Here's literally screenshots I found on Twitter. People finding these in Walmart. It's like, have you seen these? Here's the barcode. Here's the hem number. Here's all the other stuff. And they're just like, no, it's not on stock. But there was someone on Discord said they worked for MJ Holdings, and they did say that, like, look, a lot of the Walmarts have them, but they don't know they have them because they're like in a saran wrap pallet. They're not going to scan them. They're told not to touch it until an MJ Holdings guy shows up. So like, odds are some of the Walmarts might have them in the back, but it's in a saran wrap pallet and they just can't touch it, and they don't scan it. They don't know they have it, and they're not going to do anything until the guy gets there. So that's probably it. Quick question: if no one sells HRO in Facebook Marketplace, does that mean it hasn't been hit yet? That's what it sounds like. Rob Stuff said is like, if you don't see a bunch on like Facebook Marketplace, your area probably hasn't been hit yet. Unlikely. Matt Mars, both are good investments. I think they're both fantastic. I will say this: I will not trade one for the other. So if you have Steamboat Willie, I will not sell it for C3PO and Pooh, and vice versa. I think that's one question that always gets kind of confused. The way people frame their questions kind of throws me off, because it's like, all right, do you have like raw gems, or do you own a Steamboat Willie and you're asking, should I sell it for this? Like, I would not take an 8.5% fee hit to grab C3PO and Winnie the Pooh. So I wouldn't trade one for the other, but if I had raw gems and those are the only 2 options, I would take the golden moments. Do the people know what they are receiving yet from the HRO from pre-orders? Yeah, people bought them online. Know what they are receiving yet. Yeah, I mean, they're getting what they pre-ordered. It's just what time, the timeline is the main question now. It is an addiction, yes. I feel like we missed the gold rush. I don't think so. Are you talking about of HRO? I don't think so. You can still, like, arguably the West Coast probably still has some time that you can still hit Walmarts occasionally, you know. I wouldn't go to Walmarts that are like an hour away. Luckily, all the Walmarts for me are like within 15 minutes. Like, there's one up the street that's like 3 minutes. There's 2 that are closer by that are like 10 minutes away, maybe a little bit less, so I hit those occasionally. But yeah, that's it. So and like, you can still buy them online. I mean, there's some people that think that these boxes could still go for way more considering the low mint run, even more than they are now on eBay. It's like a casino. The worst thing that can happen is you win on your first attempt. True. Can we give a thumbs up to Veve on suppressing the bots? That's true. They have done an amazing job suppressing the bots. I do think one thing that really helped against the bots, and probably hurt some community members too, which is like, they kind of unintentionally, maybe they did, maybe they didn't, who knows, is that they actually disabled the marketplace like a full, 3 hours or so before the drop? 3 or 4 hours before the drop. So a lot of people couldn't move collectibles, or like, you know, unless you just bought the gems straight up out of your, you know, credit card or whatever. If you didn't have the gems ready, you just couldn't play the drop, right? So there was that aspect too. I've never opened packs either, but when they have NFT written on the box, I'm tempted. Same here, dude. I'm definitely gonna open a couple. I'm probably gonna cringe a lot of people that do open packs. I did watch a little bit of Rob's stream talking about you need the A-type like sleeves. You need like a plastic sleeve, and then you need like a hard plastic sleeve to put that sleeve inside for the cards. So that's one thing I'm like, I need to make sure I buy those if I do get packs. I do need to like buy those like before I do them, right? Vibes, I think you're at an advantage that you don't have the addiction to open packs, at least from a guaranteed profit standpoint. Yeah, that's true. Like, don't get me wrong, if it got to like a really weird scenario, like in the digital, for that, what's it called? For the digital packs, where like, if I opened both my packs and there was like a 50-50 shot of me getting a like Riddler or a Batman, like legendary, like those ones that cost like 5 figures, yeah, then I'm gonna do it. 50-50 shot, why not? That's a good enough risk for me. But that's a long time from now. Like we still have what? I actually haven't looked how many packs are left. Let's go here. I still don't know how many packs we have left. Let's look at the HRO spreadsheet. So you're saying I'll have beginner's luck, Rob Seth? Probably. 245 for the grandpa set. Let's go. It was at 270 earlier. So it's retracing a bit, but could do better. I'm personally a seal collector for Pokemon, and when I watch streams that do pack opening, it reminds me the numbers of pulling something with profit. Very hard. Yeah. Veve spot on. Yes, the Coke can should be the string with the cork float up and down. It should like make extra movements or something weird. I'm starting to realize how behind I was on chat initially. So how many packs are left? There's exactly 2,000 packs left, at least according to this. So 19% here. It's not looking great on the legendary side of things. Because I think initially when I looked up the, like, before these packs even dropped, the digital ones, your chance of getting a legendary was 0.55. Now it's 0.48, so it's a little bit worse than it was if you just like initially opened it, whatever. Even then, I'm still holding it. Like, I don't care. I still think just the novelty of the digital packs being unopened is a big deal. So I'm just holding them. No big deal. Let's check this out. Just sold my 63 rare Batman from today for 467. About to go get my second Iron Man. Dude, that's fantastic. That's a fantastic sell. Just, yeah, that's what I mean. Just take the profit of a low mint, you know, get rid of, like, me personally, I just see it as a burden. Like, just trying to like find a buyer for a low mint and all that stuff. Like, I was more than happy to get rid of that burden to someone else if I'm not going to hold it long term, and do exactly that. Grab a lenticular card, grab a golden moment, grab a Grail comic. That's exactly what I would have done. So good on you, Maverick. That's just me personally. Someone else might have done something different. There might be some low mint holders. I don't know. That's just not me personally. If I get a low mint, I'm trying to get rid of it for, you know, a premium, of course, but like ASAP while the hype is high. RKO Crypto. This is actually the guy that got the the mythic Batman on drop, the 101 from this digital pack. Would a Walmart have more than 4 packs per store? So far, I haven't seen it. Someone said they saw like a picture of a guy that grabbed more than one, maybe. But so far, all I've seen consistently is 4 packs or 4 boxes of the 4-pack over and over and over and over and over again. So, yes, the employees looked at you just like that. Dude, they looked at me like I was, like I farted and I kicked their dog at the same time, like I was an idiot. You kicked my dog. Reminded me of that Kerbal prank video. You kicked my dog. Get out of here. I remember that. Sir, you kicked my dog. Pixel Trader says, always impressed how friendly and helpful most of the Veve community is, even with other projects and non-Veve topics. Yeah, I think it's completely fine to talk about other stuff. Like I said, I'm not trying to over leverage myself in like multiple like NFT projects. There's some Veve content creators that are in like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different like NFT projects, as well as like different cryptos, right? I'm like, dude, how the hell do you like follow the market and juggle all this stuff? Like, I'd rather just stick with like, right now it's just 2 NFT projects. I might do Illuvium, we'll see, just because it's like more of a gaming thing, which I love. And like, that's it. Like, I'm not overextending myself in that aspect. Like if I was really trying to like understand the market and juggle all these things, I'm just like not doing it. And I might start doing a little bit of what Rob stuff is doing, which is I might actually start digging my hands in the secondary market here in the near future. Like if I buy the packs and I end up selling some of the NFTs on the market, then I can start messing around with the market as well. So we'll see. And it might be one of those things where like I think you need to do it while the iron's hot, right? So, and the next time I might really mess with the market is probably the next digital drop. I might, with the physical ones, I'll probably sell the NFTs, you know, on here obviously. Unless I get something really, really good, then I'll find a way to export it to Immutable X, which I'm completely ignorant of Immutable X or how it works, so I need to learn on how to do that. Yeah. But if I just get some like normal basic stuff, I'll just sell it on here, get some money, and then start really messing around with the like next digital drop next time. Like really playing the market. Went to 3 Walmarts today and got a deer and headlights. Yeah, that's nice. That's like the nice look. So I'm gonna double time it through chat because I'm actually a little bit behind. I was referring to the extra gift from HRO for people. What they put in the order. Do we know yet? No. It's not a surprise if they tell us, right? Did you get any packs, mate? I got 1 pre-order, 8-pack, but like in the physical stores, no, not yet. I think West Coast is like really behind on just maybe MJ Holdings people showing up. I have no idea. I'm also not sure. I'm sure like MJ Holdings people work regionally. Maybe it's statewide. I have no idea how they work. I'm sure someone like Rob Stuff or other people would have a better idea on that. I also think the bot rug pull helped. That too. That was a big deal. That was hilarious. It's like, what do you, wow, it's almost like, what's that? No honor among thieves? They don't care. Like they don't care. So it's like, I think that was such a interesting thing. Cause I mean, what was it? The very first sign of resistance of like Veve fighting back and they can't do anything. And like, they're seeing the profits like, all right, profits are getting hard. Now we actually have to fork over money. All right, I'm just gonna pull the rug. And just whoever was the leader took all the money. And like I said, that is what it is. No honor among thieves. So, I mean, that's a good sign that it's like, if the leader's out, they're going to go somewhere else. And that's fine. I think there's still a ton of money to be had on Veve. And don't get me wrong, they're going to come right back after KYC, because the way that things are set up now, it's probably just too hard without the gem transfers, well, they can't do gem transfers anymore regardless, but NFT transfers. So I think they're going to wait for NFT transfers / Q system, right? That's probably when they're going to come back. So don't be surprised if they do. How long will they keep rolling out chapter 1 cards with HRO? I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Bots are not going to go away. No change. I believe bots are still going to hang around, but like, are we going to see them in mass as much as we did prior? I don't think so. Are they still going to be around? Yes, but I think they're not going to come back until the 2 reasons I said, like Q system as well as that other thing. Oh, hi. Biscuit's back. For this drop, because they thought it would all go into retail and 3 hour did squash them, but Veve haven't changed both wise. Yeah. Do you plan on keeping some packs for the Walmart drop compared to the pre-order? Some thoughts? Do you plan on keeping some packs for the Walmart? Like just holding packs? I'm not exactly sure. Not exactly how I'm going to play that. Well, it's actually kind of good because it kind of gives you a bit of a buffer, right, to think about. Because let's say I got a bunch of packs tonight or tomorrow. I can't scan them anyway and put them up on the market, right? So I might just like have them all unpacked. I might open 1 box, maybe 2, just on stream, just for funsies. But if I'm gonna like really open them, I don't know. That's tough. It depends on how many boxes I get total. Because if I get 4, I'll probably open 1. But if I end up getting, 8 or 12, or if I get really lucky and get multiples at different Walmarts, or if I get them on eBay and they deliver, I don't know. We'll see. I DM'd you a pic of the card protection products to show people. Okay, cool, perfect. I'm gonna pray it was 2016 packs. This AM, okay. Just wanted to share my game plan for physical packs. Goal is to grab at least 3, sell 1 box for profit, open 1 to scratch the pack opening itch, keep the last 1 sealed for long term. That's cool. I feel like when you go to Walmart, you're either gonna get 4 or 0. It seems like you're either gonna get 4 or 0. So maybe you have an extra 1 for long term, so that's cool. Just listed my first HRO card on Immutable X, super simple, nice. Yeah, I'll have to look into it. I mean, no offense, but if Rob Stuff can figure it out, we can do it too. He even said how illiterate he is with computer stuff and all that. So if he can do it, I'm sure he can walk me through it, or I can probably figure it out. Yes, it's super simple. I love it. Hoping Veve implements it in a similar fashion. I think so. Don't you ever tell me to of that phone prank? Oh, yeah. I was like, wait, what are you saying? Yeah, that's hilarious. What are gas fees for listing from HRO to Immutable X? That's the other thing I'm curious about. Like, are there gas fees involved with that? I found 3 8-packs at Walmart today. Really? Where's that at? The Hobgoblin is back? Where'd you find that at? Obviously Walmart, but like, I'm curious, like, what section, what state, and what time did you grab them? I'm just curious. So what state, what section in Walmart, and what time of day did you grab them? Rob stuff, Clint, it was very easy. I was on the phone with my collectibles and he walked me through it. Very simple. Yeah, dude, my collectibles, that's one nice thing about. There's some people that have gone through all the BS of having MetaMask and then going OpenSea or Immutable X, so it's really easy. I love that you actually read all of your comments. Great channel, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I try to. It's mostly because I've done streaming on Twitch way back in the day where I used to play a lot of Hearthstone as well as play other games. Keeping up with chat is important in my opinion. That's just me personally. I know some people, it's okay if you're like a little bit behind, but there's some content creators that I've watched before. It's when you ask a question, it'll take them an hour to get to your question. I think people want, the whole reason for a live stream is the live interactivity you have with your chat, right? If it's gonna take someone an hour plus to get to your thing, like you might as well just like put a comment on YouTube. And some people might actually get to you. Someone might actually get to your question faster if you comment on their YouTube video and they like reply to you rather than like on a live stream. So that's just me. I do get behind sometimes, but I do realize when I'm behind, so I try to double time it and catch up because it's a live stream, right? But nothing against people that are behind on chat. It's just a skill that I've learned to kind of pick up on and try to read each one. I've been doing streaming for a while, or I have a history of streaming, so. What up, Rob Stuff? I thought MCP would squash bots. It could, the way it's set up. If there's a minimum Master Collector threshold or points per day, not including the daily, I don't think they should include the daily points as like a threshold to get your Master Collector stuff, right? I know it might suck for some of the new people, but it just is what it is. So, hey, Mosquitoes, yes. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Yes. No gas fees to transfer. Let's go. No gas fees to list, a 12% fee to sell. So it's 2% more than the website, but paying 2% more to potentially get 50% more seems worth it. I got 4 packs in my Walmart yesterday. Let's go. Found them at noon today. Dude, Texas is loaded with these cards, dude. I would say about 50% of the W's that I've heard of on Twitter Spaces and or Discord, all Texas. Not, I would say all Texas, but about half of them are in Texas that I've heard. So, dude, if you live in Texas, you guys can make some bank out there. Another reason to move to Texas. Just saying. No gas on Immutable X. Only to move to OpenSea. Yeah. Can you still get the NFT cards if the scanning of barcodes isn't working? Yeah, you can still get them. They just disabled them right now because there is a lot of misprints. I think they're just trying to figure out how to navigate all that stuff right now. So right now it's all disabled, but the issue with that too is when it is enabled, there's a lot of people that you can see right now getting 8 packs, getting 4 packs in Walmart day over day, you know, day after day after day, or people that did buy some of these packs on eBay 2-3 days ago and they're getting them today or tomorrow. I think we're going to see a huge wave of of listings come in. Nice. What city and state are you in? Also, any luck enough to grab packs? Can you please post state and city if you can? He did. I mean, let's, I don't know from everyone, but wait, I'm way behind chat. It's a bit worrying how so many influencers don't know how immutable or interoperability works. A lot of people watch your streams for advice. No hate, by the way. Keep up the good work. True. But most of my stuff doesn't involve like Immutable X or interoperability or anything like that, right? I don't really know much about HRO. Like I haven't told anyone you should buy this or sell that really about HRO stuff, right? I'm just going based off what I know. I'm just going based off packs and stuff. So I know that I don't need to know how Immutable X works, just like granularly of like listing. If all I know is like you can get more money in Immutable X versus on the website. I think that's kind of a given for the most part. What up, Vibes and Veve fam? If you need a question answered quickly, super chat. That is true. That's another thing I'd probably need to do. Maybe I should be slower in chat. People need a super chat to get a question answered. If, let's say this, if you want a period of time dedicated to your answer, if you want a more fleshed out, detailed answer. That is true. Do need to do that. Can you still put NPs? Yeah, it's you can't do them right now, but eventually they'll open it back up. News, they temporarily disabled it due to print error. If you open your cards and see a print error, then HRO. Maybe this has been talked about, but has anyone noticed the Warner Brothers logo in the brands on the market? Yeah, someone brought that up before too, with the new Batman Black and White series stuff. I can just, I don't know. Where's the Jim Lees at? Where are they at? They're at 50. Let's go. Let's go back to here. So Jim Lee's at 50. Crotch shot Batman. Ooh, are we gonna see a pretty massive wall at 100? Ooh, that's a pretty, that's a pretty decent wall at 100. There's a lot of 99s and 100s right here. But then it immediately jumps up, right? It's just interesting how sometimes like the first like 50 listings is like a 2 gem increase, but then the next 50 listings after that will be like a 50 or like a 40 or 50 gem run, right? So as you can see, like the second we break this 100 gem wall, it goes 101, 102, 108, 109, and then decent wall at 102, like 110, but. Crazy how smooth today's drop went. Got lucky, went with a rare first drop. Dropped that hit uncommon, then went for the UR on rebound, landed, went back to hit a common, completed the set on one device. Nice for MCP. That's true. I probably would have done something similar if I had like more gems on my account, which I just don't. Hi, I searched like 8 Walmarts Thursday and Friday. Had to work all day today, and of course Texas is popping. Yeah, dude, Texas is popping right now. Michigan by Indiana Friday morning, caught the restock with the MJ holding wrap. Dude, hell yeah, that's awesome. Can you explain HRO to people who don't know, like me? How many produce? What makes them valuable? Cheers, Mr. Planet Profit. What's up? What makes them valuable? So can you explain HRO to people who don't know, like me? So these are some of the first like hybrid NFTs. So HRO right now has 2 branches. There's the hybrid NFTs, which have physical cards that have a QR code on the back that give you an NFT. Or there's also the other side that just have the digital exclusive one. So just think Veve basically. Like there's basically Veve drops, there's no physical side. It's kind of weird on the market how it's set up, but essentially on the physical side, on the digital side, there are very limited mints, way less than the physical counterparts. So if we even like look here, like look at like legendaries, right? So all of these are part of the physical collection. There's 14,000 legendary Lex Luthors in the physical boxes. There's 21,000 legendary Riddlers, whatever. The only ones that aren't part of this set is the Batman and Riddler. That's part of the digital exclusive set. All the rest of these are the hybrids for the most part. I just think the fact that you are marrying up, or they call it a digital twin, with a physical and an NFT together is a pretty big deal. So you have to be careful if you are like live streaming it or anything like that. So if you are like doing a pack opening, someone could scan your QR code through the stream and claim your NFT. So be careful if you are doing anything like that. I think what makes these valuable is like in the grand scheme of things, this is like a very limited run. I think a lot of people are treating these like this is essentially like the first edition run of like Magic the Gathering and or Pokemon, right? The runs are pretty limited. It's based off, they're licensed, so it's DC. You know, if you've been on Veve, so it's a big deal. Rob Stuff donated $2 through Super Chat. I appreciate it, dude. Gotta go. Have a good night, everyone. Like and sub. I appreciate it, Rob Stuff. And you got to get the gold flakes, Alex G style. But I think for me, it's kind of marrying up physical and digital collectors, right? And if people are able to, I'll be honest, I'm not exactly sure how the physical side of things are. Some people are going to get cards graded. Like if you do get like a relatively low mint, like let's look at the legendaries. Let's say if you get a relatively low mint, like Batman, like this one right here, and you can kind of pair that up with the NFT, that could be a big deal. So I just don't know how else to like explain it for the most part, honestly. Like I'm not as nuanced with HRO. Like I don't know a lot of they do say they're gonna have utility. They're gonna be adding to the cards in the future. There is a leaderboard as well, so people can actually, based on the amount of cards they have, so they get a card for completing the entire set, but they also get a card when they hit the top 100. And there's like a snapshot date that, like, let's look at the digital set. So on April 21st, basically HRO is going to do a snapshot of the top 100 leaderboard at noon, and whoever's in the top 10, they're each going to get a mythic Riddler card that's based on their spot in the leaderboard is going to be the mint number. So if you're at number 1, you get a number 1 mint mythic Riddler for the most part, which is really, really cool. So that's one aspect, is like when these cards get released in this short span of time, there's like a leaderboard that everyone's chasing, and you get more points based on obviously the card itself, but also the lower the mint, the better. So if we look at this just random ass Bruce Wayne common card, you get 15 points if it's a high mint, right? But if you get a lower mint, you get 36 points. Like this is a sub 100 mint out of 105,000. So this one is actually giving basically double the amount of points for a low mint. And there's a lot of people that will chase these and buy these in the secondary market to help win that leaderboard. Because once you get up towards the tippy top and everyone has all the cards, the only thing that's going to differentiate you from some of these other people is just low mints, if they just have more low mints than you. So it's a lot to explain, and honestly, it's still new. It's really hard to find some of this information, like the nuance of like the utility, the interoperability. I think the fact that you can sell these on Immutable X is a huge deal too. People were selling these sometimes for 20, 30, 150 or 100% more than what's cost in the market, because not everyone has $5,000 in this wallet, right? But there are some people that have $5,000 in ETH that are more than happy to pay for a certain legendary or mythic or whatever it is. So I think the fact that you can actually export this to a platform where people do have a shit ton of money and do like DC and or want to compete on the leaderboard and stuff like that, that's what helps it a lot. I hope that makes sense. I know I just spewed a bunch of random shit. People that are actual physical card collectors will probably understand the nuance of like why the physical cards make so much sense and why they're so valuable. They do, not me. They can explain it better than I do because I'm not a physical card collector. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. Now I'm gonna like triple time it through chat because I'm behind. Anyone seeing you around Illinois had success at local store, hit another 4 stores and nothing yet? I mean, I feel like if you have success at one, that could help. I mean, if you go to those other stores, the ones that you haven't hit yet, maybe just ask them when the MJ Holdings guy shows up, because you just tell them like, yeah, I went to this other store, they had them. I'm just curious when he stops by. I don't know. Should I scan my cards or what? I can't. Kind of suck. You can't right now because it's disabled. We are learning together. Just because we have a camera pointed at us doesn't mean we know any more than anyone else. Yeah, exactly. And if I don't know something, I'm just going to say I don't know. Like, to be honest, I'm not one of those guys that's going to pretend like I know what the hell I'm talking about. Like, I'm just going to say I don't know. Like, some people are asking, like, hey, is this better than this or should I sell that? I'm like, dude, I don't know. If it was me, and also, none of this is financial advice. Whether it's me, Rob Stuff, or Veve, or other HRO content creators, none of it is financial advice. So it's like, do your own due diligence. Incorrect. If you're willing to put a camera in front of you, Rob, then you should take responsibility and know what you're talking about. Your audience is listening to you for financial advice, but none of it is financial advice. I appreciate the troll game by people who are good at it. You are not good at it. I said no hate, so I'm clearly not a troll. Just stop being ignorant and learn to what you're promoting. Some women in Texas just an abortion on herself, so they charged her with. Yeah, I don't know. We're kind of getting off topic here, guys. Why cry troll? Someone suggests you do full research on the subject. Yeah, but this is just, yeah. None of this is financial advice, by the way. I'm just another person like you, just trying to figure everything out, right? There are people out there that do have stuff figured out, and they do have YouTube videos and all that stuff. So that's why this is called HRO Market and Chill and Veve and Chill, not HRO financial advice and I should be your accountant or some shit. Like, yo, thanks a lot, Veve Vibes. I appreciate it. That's the best I can do, to be quite honest. I said there's some probably nuance missing. There's more than enough other content creators and videos to watch. If you want to understand HRO a bit more, I'm not claiming to be a master at HRO. I'm just like you guys, just trying to figure it out. I just happen to have a few connections of people that do physical card collecting as well as NFTs, so I might know a little bit more, but not much, and that's it. Crazy because I was going for the UR at first, couldn't get it, tried the rare, didn't get it. The uncommons were easy to get, so it wasn't there in time. Yeah, I just got an uncommon and a common, that's it. Honestly, couldn't afford the rest, but yeah. I just don't get why some of the HRO hybrid cards are only $2. That's because they paused scanning. I think that's a big part of it. Like, everyone over the last 2 days, day and a half, they can't put cards on the market right now. So the only cards that are on the market are the ones that exist now, and that's it. So, but I do think when they do allow scanning again, you can see here people are getting packs every day. So eventually there's going to be tens of thousands, if not, I think hundreds of thousands of cards will be scanned onto the market the second they let QR codes be scannable. There are cards for $2 already. Yeah, they're all $2. So $2, $2.20, $2.20, whatever. Magic the Collector. Most of the cards I bought before HRO stopped scanning cards for $10 are 40 plus. The supply is frozen until they fix it. Boosting price. Yeah, exactly. There's no more supply coming in, so it's just frozen. So people that either don't understand what's going on, or they're FOMOing into prices and they're buying stuff up, they could be doing that. Or people want to get ahead in the leaderboard, right? Just buy up the stuff while they can. I mean, that could be another situation. Bye. Also, can you only scan the card once? I would assume so. You can only scan it once. I don't know what scanning it multiple times does. I'm sure, after the first time you claim it, the second time it might just show the card. I'm not sure. I don't have any packs yet, so I don't know what that looks like. Hello K is a great source for HRO facts, but he also is not financial advice. Yeah, man. If you want, not every person with a camera in front of their face has all the nuanced information found out. If you want someone that is going to spend an enormous amount of time doing research and stuff, you can go look for them. Like I said, if there's something I don't know, I just don't know, and I'll admit it. But so far, I haven't told anyone, buy all the packs, open all the packs, sell all the packs, keep them unsealed, buy all the cards. I haven't given any advice like that so far. I'm just kind of hanging out and trying to figure it out like you guys are. Yo, can't I just buy 200 commons for $3 each and get 2,000 points and be at the top of the leaderboard? Yeah, but there's a certain point where they do a snapshot of the leaderboard, which I don't know what that is for the hybrid cards. I would assume it would take longer than a month because the digital ones are pretty easy to get, right? But with the hybrid set, there's a lot of people that probably won't open packs. It also takes a long time just logistically for card packs and boxes to move around and to get into people that want to open the box's hands and stuff. So I have no idea when the snapshot for this is, to be quite honest. So for 600 USD, I mean, you'd be at the top until they open up QR codes and then people flood in and then people with money start buying stuff. I don't know. So it's not like if at any point you hit the top 100, you get a legendary or a mythic card, right? It's, hey, we're releasing these boxes, and then a month, 2 months, whatever the snapshot is for the hybrid set, when that happens, whoever's in the top 100 gets it. So when can you start scanning the HRO cards again? We don't know. Whenever HRO figures out that issue. HRO packs for $65 and 8 packs for $225. Thoughts? The 8 packs make no sense. There's literally no difference between buying 2 4-packs or an 8-pack. They both have the 3 flow pack. If you bought a 4-pack, it comes with 3 flow packs, which is the 7-card basic thing, and then 1 of the premium packs, which has the guaranteed. I don't know. Have you guys looked this up yet? Open this up. I have to go to frequently asked questions and then some other stuff to find the pet. I think you get fewer points for multiples. You don't get fewer points for multiples. It just takes whatever is the highest, whatever is technically the lowest minted card. Whichever card gives you the most points, it just takes that and it just ignores the lower one. So if you do end up getting 2 cards and let's say you're trying to go for leaderboard, you just sell the one that's a higher mint. That gives you less points. Beginners, first make FAQ. This is not it. We need to go back. Starter guide? I think this is it. This is not it. What the hell do I go? Here it is. Physical pack content and detailed overview. So look at this. So the premium 4-pack includes 29 cards. You get 3 7-card flow packs. So you get 3 packs that have 7 cards, and you get 1 card or 1 pack that has 8 cards. What makes a pack premium? Packs including additional. Okay, so while also including 1 additional card only available in premium packs. So long story short, what can be found in a 7-card flow pack? You get 5 of these multiverse cards, 2 of these Batman cards. An 8-card flow pack is identical. The only difference is you get 1 guaranteed Batman premium card, which comes with a different like loot table of things that you can get. So there's no difference between a 4 and an 8-pack. If you buy 2 of these, you get 3 7-card packs, you get 6 7-card packs. You buy this, you get 1 8-card pack, you get 2 8-card packs. You just double the numbers. Like really the only thing, I guess that's a difference between the 4 and the 8-pack is like, I guess you have the novelty of owning an 8-box pack. You have the box that holds the 8-packs, but that's it. So like just get the 2 4-packs. I think people are like really overvaluing the 8-pack. Well, could a day come where the 4-packs are now just as much each as an 8-pack? Maybe, but I don't know. I think you get fewer points for multiples. Where are my messages coming up and not being read? They're on here, like on the screen. I see them. Now that we have 85 comics, soon 90, I think it'll be great. I think it'd be great to be able to sort by I don't know if I'm having a stroke here. Golden Age, Silver Age, Bronze Age, and Modern Age. I don't know if they identify as that. Like, is it Gold, Silver, and Bronze Age based on when they were released on the app, or how they actually identify on how they actually identify physically, like the physical counterparts? I think they just put a search function. You can just type in the name. That's it. I don't think we need to organize it by like Golden, Silver Age, Bronze Age, because most people don't even know, to be honest. I'm one of those people. My Veve collection MJP HRO chooses the lowest mint of your card and gives you points on that. New duplicates. Exactly. Best deal on Veve for 3,200 gems. Don't know off the top of my head. Best deal for let me get back to that. 100 lumpy space princesses, of course. Gold's silver. Yeah, I don't even know the release date of those. I feel like that would, I guess it'd be like a cool search function. I'd rather just have like a normal ass like search bar rather than like having to guess when Ghost Rider came out or Amazing Spider-Man #1. Right? I know that's a Gold Age comic, I think, but it's like, is it Silver Age? Like, I don't know. Like, it seems like something super nuanced that like only comic book collectors would like to see, I feel like. But they might add it later, who knows? I feel like initially they just need a search bar. Picked up Clayface at 22, my first digital after selling my hybrid dupes. Enjoying the app so far. That's awesome, Dub. That's cool. I dig it. If your collection 8-pack is only chance to get the Riddler premium card. Is that it? Is that the only difference? The 8-pack, that is right. So the 8-pack premium, you get that one. Riddler. Okay, so that's the difference. So the 2-pack and the 4-pack premiums only contain the movie poster of the Batman. There is no chance to find a movie poster of the Riddler in these packs. Gotcha. So there is a difference. So thanks for correcting me. I knew that. I remember like a week ago, like 2 weeks ago when I bought the pre-order packs. I did know that. Because I was like, what's the point of... One contains the Riddler movie poster. Yeah, the other one contains the Batman one. Interesting. Okay, so there's a difference. Okay, cool. Yeah, thanks for telling me, or at least I should say, remind me. Wow, 90 comics already? Cool. Try to get R2-D2? Yeah, I would agree with that. Let's see here. Just look at the golden moments. What the hell is going on here? I do need to get off here soon, guys. Gosh, I've been streaming for A little bit longer than I wanted. I still started a little bit later than I wanted to. Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna get off here in probably like 5-10 minutes. If you guys have any other like burning questions, please let me know. If not, then I'll hop off here. So for 3,200 gems, gosh, you can get a lot of golden moments with 3,200 gems. It depends. What do you? So that's the other thing I like to ask is like, you also got to feel convicted of what you buy, right? So do you like Disney? Do you like Marvel? Do you like comics? DC? Do you want to get like 1 or 2 big NFTs, or do you want to have like one big NFT and like a nice stack of like 1,500 gems worth of like a stack of something? It depends, right? So I'd rather, and there's more than one way to skin a cat, right? So that's why I'm asking these questions, because if you're the stacking type and you want to be able to dollar cost average a part of that portfolio of like 3,200 gems, that's one way. Or if you just want to get one big and a nice stack. Okay. So in my mind, what I'm thinking is like, I think what a healthy amount is probably like maybe like 2,200 gems for one. Like, where's R2 at right now? I want to make a Web3 metaverse video game, goals, and something. I don't know. Where's R2D2? The hell is he? Did I miss him? Am I drunk? There he is. Oof. Okay, he's out of range. There was a point where he was at like 3,200. Yeah. Okay, so let's say video game guild. Okay, cool. I mean, C3PO is really good right now. Also, is HRO doing the snapshot for digital owners for hybrid lead? Yeah, they are. So the snapshot for the digital owners is April 21st at noon. So basically, what day is that? So it's Thursday. So it's not next Thursday, but the Thursday after at noon. So whoever's in the top 100 gets airdropped those, or airdrop, however the hell they're going to disperse them, right? Those Riddler digital cards. Hybrid set, I have no idea when that's coming out, when that snapshot is. You said one big one? Okay, and that's the other question I have for you. Who was it? Matt Mars is, do you like DC? Do you like Marvel? Do you want like comics? Like, what's your deal? Like, what do you prefer? Do you like golden moments? Do you like I don't know. There's other NFTs out there that are that you can also pick up. Friend is dropping 10K. I personally like Disney, golden moments, and SRUR comics for long-term holds. Basically try to flip into 250K, whatever time frame. Agree with the options. Dane, let's see. I don't know. Burning question, can I have one of your HR digital packs? You have 2, bro. Don't be greedy. No. I like the one that will give me the most return. Okay. That's very it's no one knows where these things are gonna go. All we know is these are gonna go up. How far up? I have no idea. It's really hard to like, it's really hard to compare like golden moments to like SRUR comics, to be quite honest. If I had $3,000 right now, 3,200, and someone had a gun to my head and they're like, give me money or find an investment that's going to give me the most money, and you said long term, who knows, right? I firmly believe you should have a little bit of money to play with for flipping, for stacking, dollar cost averaging, whatever it is, just to keep yourself somewhat active in the market, make it feel like you're actually doing something. I mean, C3PO for 1450, it's not as good as R2D2, but that's really up there. Elsa? Elsa is good. Prefer C3PO over Elsa, at least personally. If you had to buy right now, me personally, what I'd probably do Let me pull up one other resource here really quick. Do I not have it bookmarked? Guess not. Vintage Hot Rod, what up vibes? Did you hit on today's Batman drop? If so, how many? I stuck the uncommon. It's looking like a right decision. I got one uncommon and one common, and that's it. Probably end up, honestly, probably flipping them. I probably should have sold the uncommon when it got to 100 or close to 100. But I was just busy with the stream and stuff, so. NFTs. Kind of want to look at the comics. We don't want to ignore comics. That's for sure. Max floor. Let's look at. Let's see, minimum floor just like 500. Maybe it needs to go higher than that. Just looking at a few different things or options. I'm really bullish on ultra rare comics, but so same thing with secret rare comics. I really like the ultra rares personally. I'm also looking at this like Ghost Rider for sub 1000, like secret rare as well. Same thing with this Spider-Man number 50. Like that's a pretty high tier comic. Secret rare for above for under $1,000. Like how much was this before? 30 days, do all-time highs. Yeah, this thing was pushing $2,222 not too long ago. I mean, just less than a month ago, this thing was going for $1,600. NFTs. Also trying to think of something you could stack to, which is a bit more difficult. Journey into Mystery ultra rare. Wow. Really? For 330? Okay. Yeah, this is tough. I'll be honest. I haven't really thought about like stacking and all that stuff recently. It's kind of hard to figure out what to stack. I would say C3PO. I know you wanted one big NFT, but personally I would say C3PO plus, and it's up to you, plus Iron Man or Elsa. That's just going to give you a little bit less money for your stack if you go with Elsa over Iron Man. I like Iron Man personally because it's an FA Iron Man. It's a golden moment. It's one of two Marvel golden moments. If you like Disney, there's plenty of options for Disney stuff. There's Pooh, there's Flounder, there's Lady and the Tramp, there's Donald Duck and Daisy Duck, there's the partner statue. There's Wall-E, there's all kinds of stuff. But if you're a Marvel fan and you want a golden moment, you either get Avengers logo or Iron Man. And I feel like most people are going to go with Iron Man. That's just me. So also Elsa's the first Disney princess, yada, yada, yada. Like there's that. So either one of those two, whichever one you want to pick. I feel like just like not getting a Star Wars NFT, like if you have that much money, it's just kind of a mistake in my opinion. So you get two golden moments and the rest, which puts you at what? So if you go, let's say Elsa, let's say you have that much money. At those current prices, it's like 2,600, which leaves you with 600 gems left over for like stacking. Maybe you don't go with like comics, at least like ultra rare comics. I mean, you can stack some commons and uncommons. There's kind of two rules of thought. Some people like the stacking uncommons because that's way less mints than the commons. So therefore less supply, which means eventually, hopefully the prices will go up more than the commons, even though it's not it's the original cover, but it's a different color, right? Can we take a look at the good old Todd 5.2 a buy? I would say so. I'm on the fence on either C3PO or UR Steamboat. I know you asked that before. Oh, that's what you're asking for the 3.2. Okay, so that's what you were asking earlier about the 3.2. I mean, they're like this. No, they're not the same mints. Dude, me personally, I would say C3PO because not only does it free up more money, because we're Steamboat on here. I have to type in Mickey, I believe. It's the common. So does it really not show the ultra rare? altogether now, 2K. I would get C3PO, to be honest, because that not only does it free up extra money, but it's Star Wars, dude. Like so, don't get me wrong, so is Steamboat Willie, it's Disney, it's all that great stuff. You can't go wrong with either one. Me personally, you can get a lot of stuff with an extra 600 gems in your wallet. Right, that's just me. So, are you bullish on Todd for the current cost? Are you bullish on Todd for the current cost, or rather having multiple other golden moments equaling the same price as Todd? I'd kind of rather get the golden moments, to be honest. Me personally. Just because Todd, I think it's going to do great in like the super long term, don't get me wrong, but I think there's still a lot of EVOGs that have Todd stacked, and they're always going to keep dropping them. Every big drop, they're always going to drop one or trying to undercut each other. So, I mean, same thing's going to happen with golden moments too, don't get me wrong, but Maverick says Steamboat. To each their own. Like, you can go with either one. Me personally, I'm saying Star Wars golden moment, but I mean, Steamboat Willie has gone up to 10K, so let me look at the C3PO. Yeah, maybe I'm kind of reconsidering my thing. Steamboat Willie is an exception because most things only hit their all-time high once and they go straight down, right? Steamboat Willie hit it 3 times, and it's not like it was like, oh, back to back to back. Like, it actually held that price. Hit that price 3 times within a week. So maybe I would recommend Steamboat Willie. Maybe I would. Maybe I got corrected here, boys and girls. For only 500 gems more. Okay, for some reason I thought this was like 1,300 or 1,200. Yeah. I agree, actually. If it was Steamboat Willie or R2-D2, I'd probably go with R2. Because R2's done the same thing. It's gone up to 10K. Plus, it's Star Wars. It's gone up here. So, like... So, maybe Steamboat Willie. It gets me to one point that UR was 10 all-time high. C3PO was just 5K all-time high. Yeah. So, maybe Steamboat Willie is the move. I will say... Initially, I do think C3PO, like, let's say the market does start recovering, I do think C3PO might go for more than Steamboat Willie in the short term, but like long term, Steamboat should beat C3PO, especially if we get more like Star Wars drops and stuff. I don't know. Like I said, this is all speculative. It's all speculative. It's all subjective. It's all, you know, what thing it's going to do best. It's comparing Disney and Star Wars against each other. It's hard, right? Like, which is bigger? They're both huge. So yeah, and then stacking comics, to be honest, dude, I don't know. Honestly, I probably also should have ended the stream like 10 minutes ago. But stacking comics, I don't know, like, I think a good stacking value is like under 15, maybe like under 20. God, there's gonna be so many comics though. I know NYX, that NYX has actually hit up to 18 a couple times. All-time high. It was around 7. Yeah, its all-time high was 17 gems. I've seen it, even though these charts aren't reacting to it or they haven't noticed it, but I don't know. Just stack some like the really high tier comics and just sell those off occasionally, I guess. Comic stacking is something I'm not too familiar with. That's like more the comic guys. But I like the majority of your money. I do think Steamboat Willie's the best one. HRO packs, 8 packs are the only ones you could pull the Riddler from. It's under the notes section where you were on. Yeah, I saw that. Someone corrected me earlier, and you were in there, right? So right here. 1, which contains the movie poster. The 2 and the 4 pack premiums only contain the movie poster Batman. There's no chance to find the movie poster, the Riddler in these packs. So only the 8 pack has the Riddler one. So that's true. I kind of hope that helps, Matt Mars. The stacking one, sorry, I'm just like not in the right frame of mind right now to just like help you out with like a full-fledged like stacking thing right now. And to be honest, I haven't been paying that close attention to the Veve market just because it's been down, down, down. But it's doing a bit of recovery. It's nice seeing a little bit of bullish movement on the Batman black and white stuff. So that is nice. So I might pay attention. And plus, I've been a little bit distracted with HRO and going to Walmart's and looking at that market and all that stuff and trying to learn on how it all works. So But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll talk to you guys next time. Is anyone streaming right now? Anyone else? I don't think so. Nah, it looks like it's just me, but cool. How about this, guys? You guys should go check out this video. One of my favorite content creators that I like. If you guys are curious about the take me out to the ball game drop, kind of what's part of that or what's involved with that drop, go check out that video. VVN3 makes some awesome content. And I think, I'm not sure if that video also has the Coca-Cola drop. He might do a separate video for that, so just keep an eye out. But if you guys are not subscribed to VVN3, please go check him out as well. So that's pretty much it. Hope you guys take care. Make sure to double and triple check all of your listings so you don't screw yourself. And I'll